though?
Yeah, I sent it to him. I sent it to Steven too. All right, guys, we're live. What's up, everybody? Who do we got in chat here? We have, first of all, on the panel, we have my Care Bear, Carrie Crave Cinema, and we have Joe from Dreaming Insomniacs. Welcome to be on the channel, man.
Hi.
Thanks for joining.
Happy to be here.
We got Zodiac. My man was killing it with the music in that video, man. He got like 10 answers right. I was shocked. I was like, yeah, he's killing it. Joseph in here. What's up, man? Russell, what's going on? You guys just
Hey, Polar.
Hey, Polar. Who else is in here? Yeah, all of them. Okay, good. I didn't miss anybody. Let's see. Which way are you watching it, Carrie? And you and Joe.
I bought it.
Which way to do it? You bought it?
I bought it
because it's on a lot of things.
It was for $6, so I was like, yeah, I'll buy it.
I'm on Tubi, so I might get ads.
You're gonna get ads.
I'll join you on Tubi, then I'll do that.
Well,
yeah, because we'll probably
I'm gonna be the only one without ads.
Yeah. Well, you're used to pausing when we watch movies and stuff.
True.
I'll mute mine during the ads too if you want. Hi, Katie.
Hey, K-pop.
How are you, Katie? Good to see you as always. Yeah, are you a slasher fan, Joe?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, slashers are my favorite subgenre of horror.
Is this a slasher?
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
Oh fuck yeah.
When this came out in 2006, man, like we were so excited as slasher fans, just hearing Adam Green was doing all practical effects and like it's an homage to 80s.
Oh, Tony Todd's in it.
Tony Todd's in it. Robert Englund has a cameo. Daniel Harris is in 2 and 3.
Dion Richmond, wasn't he in Scream 3?
Yeah,
and he played Tyson.
Right? He was Tyson.
I wouldn't remember him, but yeah, I knew.
Oh, you motherfucker! When he's running after him, I love
he's so funny. He's so funny in this movie. With Dion Richmond, it's so hysterical. Hatchet.
Yeah.
I know May is gonna watch and chat, Carrie, so we'll probably wait.
Are we ready to start it, guys?
Just waiting for May to show up and chat.
She just said hello.
Hey, May read my mind. Hey, May. I was just saying, we gotta wait for May, and there she is. She never saw it either. She's been put through the ringer, man, between me, Keith, and Sean, because we're all huge Italian horror fans. And since she found our channels, she's at every watch party. We're making her watch the most like messed up Italian horror films and stuff, and she's loving most of it.
She's not the only.
I know you
one.
didn't like it. I know you didn't like Audition, May, and I know you didn't like my jump scare I put in my Audition video the other day. Sorry about that. I told you, Gary. She was like, "Oh, that jump scare! I'm so mad."
Yeah.
It was just a picture of Ichi the Killer with Wilhelm scream in the background.
Gotta love the Wilhelm.
Oh yeah, I forget how many movies that's been in, but like so many. They have a
video game too.
She said her movie is set up, but she's putting her kiddos to bed.
Okay.
You know when I first heard it was in a video game was in Red Dead Redemption 1. And you can shoot
That's
people and you'll hear the Wilhelm.
That's such a great game. I love all of their
2 is better.
Oh, 2 is much better.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
I beat that.
I couldn't have imagined it either. That 2 would have been.
You got to take anything time to Red Dead 2 though. You have to take
so
time
much stuff. Same with I wonder if we ever get GTA 6.
It's coming probably next year or the year after. But that leak, and they haven't even technically announced it, and it took the leak for them to announce it.
I heard.
I'm not really a fan of Rockstar's current business practices, to be honest.
Ever since GTA 5 went online, when they started online,
we've gotten the same GTA for the past 10 years. This September, think about that.
I was pissed. We were supposed to get the DLC and stuff, and the
right. We just went into GTA Online. Yeah,
they just scrapped it for parts basically for online.
Yeah.
Ever since then, they leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
Yep. Same with me. I miss the times when Rockstar put out actual games. You know, other than
like Bully,
GTA. Bully, Manhunt 2.
Manhunt is great too.
Midnight Club, even Table Tennis.
Table Tennis is all right too. Yeah, they never made bad games back then.
Max Payne, the published games, LA Noire.
Yeah, they were on a roll. And then they just let the money get the best. That's the higher ups there.
I blame Take-Two Interactive.
Oh yeah, they're a big part of it. Yeah. And May, I know you hate me for the jump scare, but I know you love me also, so you forget about it already. What up, Jake?
Are we gonna do a countdown to start this?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for May's just putting her kid to bed.
All right.
In chat. It actually might work out because then Keith might show up.
This is not an ad for Budweiser.
No, it's not. It's just a man enjoying Budweiser.
Mm-hmm. A real man.
That's right. Enjoying Budweiser beer.
Shouldn't we think
too bad? I do that all the time. Carrie can tell you my whole fucking motto is I shouldn't have said that.
Hey, at least it's not Bud Light.
Yeah, exactly. I drink.
I know it's the same company
any day.
I don't know what the difference is, so okay.
The difference is one of them's beer and one of them's water.
Yeah, basically. It's just watered down beer.
Yeah, right.
If I drink beer, it has to be Blue Moon.
Oh, that's the best one.
Blue Moon's pretty good. I like Magic Hat for years. Magic Hat was my thing. Number 9.
That's it. Chelsea just looked it up. She kind of there's only a 0.8 difference between Bud Light and
really. I think that's a lie. And whoever's reporting those numbers, because
yeah.
So like things stupid.
May said that we can start because she's ready. So all right, so we'll do a countdown.
I know it is.
We'll do a 3, 2, 1, and go and go and go.
All right.
So 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. So actually, why don't you and me play it first? Because we'll probably get an ad as soon as it starts because it's Tubi. Actually, I just did that and the ad came and went. But all right. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Loading. Ad.
How do you get the most?
That's right. Yeah, I hate that. Yeah.
I'll just mute it for the ads.
So I'm waiting on you guys. Okay.
Is it Johnsonville? No. No. Yeah. Looks like food.
Oh my god, look, she let her get
Oh, chat, by the way, I found somebody who doesn't like Scream too. I feel validated for once.
Oh, you're giving a shout out.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, I gave you a shout out. I gotta give your girl a shout out.
That's fine. Yeah, Chelsea doesn't like Scream. I might have killed it for her.
Was there a pun in there somewhere, Joe?
Maybe.
Maybe. I'm not sure, Joseph, if she's gonna be a scare fest.
I gotta turn this way down. It's too loud. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not sure. She mentioned it when I interviewed her, but somebody else asked her, I think, and she wasn't sure at the time. I'm sure there's a way to find out. What's up, Ginger? He likes his beer as hard liquor. That's why he's my boy. I don't drink beer. I can't drink beer anymore, really. I'm not a big drinker, but when I do, it's just Jack Daniels or some type of whiskey, all the time.
Chelsea also loves Jack Daniels.
Yeah, good taste. I like that, Wild Turkey, I don't really like it. Maker's Mark, like any of that. Or bourbon,
I like Maker's Mark. That stuff's good.
Maker's Mark is good.
Mm-hmm. Wild Turkey.
Yeah, Wild Turkey is good too. That's what I'll use as a substitute if they don't have Jack most of the time. This is obviously Robert Englund, but that's Josh from Blair Witch Project, another film I don't really care for much. But I adore the sequel.
Freddy's in this.
Yep.
That's Freddy, babe.
Did we start?
Yeah, why? Are you thinking we didn't?
Oh my god!
Well, we said we did the whole countdown with it starts with 3.
Yeah, but you said something about an ad.
Yeah, I said we'll probably get Anthony and him at the beginning, and we did, and then we moved on.
Oh my god! What time are you on?
Where's the?
We're like a minute in.
2 minutes and 18 seconds. 2 minutes and 18.
Okay. I'm in La La Land over here, and you didn't even say anything to me.
I thought you were watching.
No, I'm in
La La Land to me.
About 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes and something. It's Robert Englund and Josh Leonard in the swamp. Yeah, wait till you see the kills in this whole series. I mean, I'm gonna be streaming the whole series every Wednesday for the next 3 weeks.
You know, a lot of people don't know Robert Englund. He was a child actor. He grew up in the industry.
Oh yeah, he's a great. I just said that, not the child acting part, but I said when I did Urban Legend, which is another. I don't care for any of those slashers like post Scream and stuff. Like it's not the same for the '80s slashers for me. But he's in Urban Legend and he's playing the professor. And I said, yeah, so it goes to show that people think he can only play Freddy. Robert Englund's a fucking master. He can just play anything.
He can play himself in Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He's a phenomenal actor. Kane Hodder too. Like I've seen him play some emotional roles, even in the series. Like he has some emotional scenes.
Is he in every one of them?
Yeah, as the killer, Victor Crowley, and also he plays his father.
Is that a sly like reference to Aleister Crowley?
I'm sure it probably was. Yeah, their culture and stuff. I'm sure it was.
Well, he did some sick shit in real life, so I don't know why they wouldn't base a killer off of him.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense to it.
Yeah. I don't know why people worship that dude. It's gross.
Yeah, I agree. That's great, Russell. Proud of you, man.
Yeah, I respect that. I just have the one beer. I'm not going to
awesome.
go for anything more than that.
Joe's favorite Hatchets 2. I love 2 also. 3 is the only one that I think is a little lackluster compared to the others.
I'm going to sit back a little bit.
Yeah, you're good. My channel is as relaxed and laid back as you can possibly be. So. You can do whatever you want.
All right, there we go.
Favorite Hatchets 2. Yeah, my favorite Joseph is a horror guy. It's probably it's between this one and Victor Crowley. But sometimes if I'm in a more mood for a comedy, like for the comedy in these films, because it's such a great mix of that, I go towards Victor Crowley.
I'm gonna go get a sweatshirt. I'll be right back.
Yep. If I'm looking for more straight horror, even though there is a lot of comedy in this too, then this one edges it out for me. But yeah, I know you love Danielle Harris. I love Danielle Harris. Everyone does. I love her in the sequels. Yeah. I'm a big continuity person, and I hate when they recast characters and stuff like that. So I like the original Mary Beth in the first movie. I wish they would have brought her back. As much as I love Danielle Harris, she does a great job. It's just a thing with me, well, like continuity. It's like I saw that other lady the whole movie. It's like they all look the same.
I actually don't mind both.
I mean, there are exceptions. There's definitely series and stuff that they recast somebody that works 100% for me for some reason. Yeah, Russell Sid Haig is great in Hatchet 3. That's probably one of my favorite scenes in Hatchet 3. Hatchet 3 is like Predator meets Hatchet, like because of all the military and stuff. I don't know. It doesn't work for me as well as the rest.
Can you guys still hear me?
Right now I can, like distantly when you got up.
All right, so is this like it's my AirPods in now. So is it like good or is it crap quality? Yeah. All right.
No, you're good.
I love how over the top it is.
What the heck? Oh, the kills? Yeah, I know. The kills are so
oh my god.
The blood. Blood is so over the top.
What the fuck did I just see?
Yep.
This movie's got one of my favorite double slasher kills in it. This movie, like probably my favorite double kill in a slasher film.
That's the opening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's not. and as the series keeps going too, like the practical effects are just phenomenal on this. So, Sean.
No, that was brutal.
I didn't see your last one.
I don't care how bad it looks. That was brutal.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, it looks great, the effects for the most part, but sometimes it looks, it's the fact it looks a little.
I prefer practical effects. That's how I am.
The Thing is my favorite film of all time, in large part to it being the greatest practical effects on screen, in my opinion. The Thing, it's my favorite film of all time. But I adore practical effects. I
could tell this one's a little more low budget, though. Do they get more of a budget with the sequels?
Yeah. Because the Adam Green, the director, only had one film before this, Frozen. And
he only had one movie before this. See, this is the guy's second movie sells.
Yeah, it was like a thriller for Frozen, more of a thriller than a horror. But this he went.
And this is just straight. This is straight slasher. Oh, boobs! Yes.
No, yeah, there's lots of boobs. It's in Mardi Gras.
Those are nice boobs too. You usually don't see those in movies.
Yeah, since the 80s movies. That's why the 80s just had something to them. I say.
I thought the 60s too, but like yeah,
like
a lot of like movie into like go and watch Dexter, right? And all the boobs in the second half of the show, they're all fake strippers. You know, none of them are natural and real.
Yeah, it's all boils down to what we were talking kind of earlier. How just it all boils down to greed and money and shit. It's like, right, well, we need to pay these prostitutes and strippers and stuff to play the role instead of some normal girl. And so it's like, we'll go with that because that's
and now it's only fans models.
Yeah, exactly. So they know what they're doing. Like it's so calculated. This whole world is important, sold decades ago.
Right. What can you do about it though?
Yeah, exactly. Nothing. Just go for the ride, right?
Go for the ride. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, exactly.
This thing's so burnt. Don't vape burnt vapes.
Yeah, nah, that's not good. I've done it.
Don't be like me. I don't know. It's gone. I've never been to Mardi Gras.
No, me neither. I never have. Yeah, I don't think any guys ever said they don't want to go to Mardi Gras.
Hey, another Joe.
Just to see.
Two Joes in one.
That's right. Two of anything usually, unless it's like murderers or something.
Right. Yeah.
Bombs, nuclear weapons, shit like that. You don't want any more than one of them or any of them. Thank you, Joe. That means a lot. Glad to have you as a sub and a friend.
More. This movie's just chock full of titties.
Oh yeah. And this guy, I always forget the main guy's name. But he's been in some other stuff. I've seen him in a decent amount of other stuff.
Oh, he's in the Grandma's Boy movie.
Yeah.
Plays JT.
I can't think of the actor's name. I always blank on
him. I can't either. I just know him as JT because the Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, that's Adam Green, the director with the weed necklace with the hat.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, because I got a call, but I didn't answer it. And the last time that happened, I got cut out.
Oh, no. Like I said, there's no rules on my channel. Dion Richmond's so fucking funny in this one.
No, I'm going with you. It's cool. Buddy, I'm be so psyched you did this.
Sure, that's what I thought for a second when I saw his comment saying RIP Adam Green, and then I thought for like 2 seconds, I was like, there's no way I didn't hear that. I was like, all right, he means his character. Yeah, for sure, man. Just I'll let you know when next time I'm doing a watch party or something. Everybody's always welcome on here. I usually will throw a StreamYard link in the chat, but I once had some person come on and just put on a video of some dude jerking off, like right on the screen. And after that, I was like, yeah, I'm not just putting the link in chat no more. Even though we know most of everyone in our chats.
Sorry.
Welcome back. No, you good.
Apparently, people don't get the memo when you give them the FU button once.
Yeah, I know. Right? They don't understand what it means. So apparently.
Yeah. But it's okay because I've done the same thing to people.
Oh, for sure. We all.
And the same person that just did it to me. So
yeah, there you go. So it's
I can't really talk shit.
It's Tony Todd.
For all of you that don't know this, the main character right now is wearing a Newberry Comics shirt, and they really only have those in the North. I think they're only in Massachusetts. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know, but they actually pay attention to that shirt because in the later sequel, one of these groups of kids want to make a movie about the first film, and they try to get the shirt right, but it's the wrong icon on the shirt.
Newberry Comics didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it's a knockoff.
It's funny if you
and they make fun of it, saying it looks like the face though, and it does, but it's not.
I acted in a short once for my buddy's final project for his film school, Emerson College in Boston. Nice. And I was wearing these fake glasses in it, and I bought those at Newberry Comics.
That's awesome. That's a good story.
Yeah, brief. Nothing too crazy.
Some of the great stories are mad brief.
I haven't acted since though. I really want to. I want to do more.
I've always thought I can probably do decent at acting. I feel like since we're musicians and stuff, like if someone has a creative outlet like that, they usually can spread to other, like creative, like careers and stuff. Really? You give Insidious The Red Dwarf 10 out of 10. I'm glad you enjoyed it that much. I thought it was average.
Oh shit! I just realized that's Tony Todd with the diamond on him.
Yeah, he's funny in this.
Where'd Carrie go?
She's mic only, I think, just for a minute. Deion Richmond's so funny in this.
Funny, because then she texted our friend to like stop calling me.
Yeah.
And then called her, so now she's on the phone in the other room with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just shooting the shit. You know how it goes.
No, for sure.
Talkers. Everyone's a fucking talker, man.
I know. People like my brain. I got what type of brain that never shuts the fuck up either. So it's like that never shuts up, and then like people never shut up either. So.
Yeah, right. And we get overwhelmed, and we're like, "Fuck, we're hypocrites."
Exactly. We could never get some peace and quiet.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like this part of the movie's all that important, though. I don't think it's a dialogue kind of movie, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
His whole Tony Todd's little story to them is kind of funny. He's just like making it ominous, like something happened, like it's giving a boat tour, and the guy ended up in the story he says that he fell and sued him for negligence. And they're like, "That's it? That's all that happened?" Like, because he built the story up great.
Think about like this too. All the shit you hear about Hollywood and all the controversies, right? But there's nothing you hear about anybody who made this.
Yeah, no, yeah. 'Cause, I mean, he's a much lower filmmaker and stuff. It's once you hit that, there's got to be like some type of stratosphere level that once you hit it, like you're in the club now.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean, like it's like, you finally reached this level, so welcome. Like,
I guess it's when you get caught up with Bob and Harvey,
Yeah, I'm pretty. That's a definite huge possibility.
You know your shit. We don't have to go into that here.
Yeah.
Better to be safe than sorry, as the Canadians would say.
It was funny. I was going off on the Weinsteins in my Burning review like a year ago when I started the channel. Because I didn't know that was their first movie they produced. And then when I was reading up on it before I rewatched The Burning for the channel, I'm like, watching it again, I'm like, it makes a lot more sense that all the guys at this camp are like borderline rapists to their girlfriends or and like I'm like, now it makes sense. This is the
Let me ask you
Weinstein
something. Why do you think Wes Craven made it a whole plot point in Scream 3? Because he was having trouble with those guys. He always spoke publicly highly of the Weinsteins because that's who he worked for. But that's in there on purpose.
Oh yeah, he knows
he knew
the power they had.
This is like conspiracy theory territory, but I like to think that Wes Craven didn't actually have brain cancer.
And what it was taking,
the doctor gave him chemo and killed him.
I mean, nothing would surprise me nowadays.
Being caught up with those guys and the whole. Back to
I
Jeffrey.
can't imagine.
Look
at Chris Cornell and
Chester. Yeah. No, that's anybody who questions that, read the autopsies.
I have.
Look at what Chester's sister has said.
That's
Look at what Chester's first wife has said. I almost had her on my podcast. It fell through.
Yeah?
That's okay. Maybe. I don't know. I asked too many questions over the phone personally. I'm not going to get into it. But I asked too many. I asked right on the nose who I suspect did it, and she wasn't there. So I know who did it. You listen to the 911 call.
Yeah. That's weird. It's crazy how blind so many people are too.
The guy who raps.
Yep.
Piece of shit. I can't believe. And then he goes around promoting Meteora this year, speaking highly of this dude like he's his best friend when he killed him for money. It's disgusting.
I just saw at Cornell like less than a year before he killed himself.
He didn't kill himself.
I saw him with Temple of the Dog.
Look at the lyrics to the Hunger Strike.
Oh, yeah,
and they're farming babies.
Yep. But
All right,
it was
I'm gonna
so
say it.
surreal seeing
JT,
him
I'm gonna
live.
go there today at 7-Eleven. I cussed out a Freemason because he was wearing the logo on his shirt.
There you go.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe you're repping that in public.
Yeah.
He's like laughing at me. Goes to the bathroom. Everyone's looking at me. I was like, yeah, they kill children. I go outside, and this guy's like, bless you.
Fucking crazy, man. There's so many money.
I can't believe this shit's out. People know. So why wear that in public? Not all the Freemasons are bad. A lot of them are just people that don't know what they're caught up in.
It's like any other group of people.
Yeah, there's good and bad and everything.
Exactly. I mean, look at Scientology. How
I don't know if there's any good in that. There's no good in that.
There isn't. But like you're saying, people don't know. You know, they don't know better. Like they're being lied to and manipulated.
Okay, you know what? The only good thing to come out of Scientology is Tom Cruise's
South Park and the South Park episode making fun of it.
Yes, trapped in the closet. With the R. Kelly part, and I pull out my gun.
And they all scream and shit. Yeah, I've been watching. That's one of my favorite shows.
Oh, it's nice in here. It's nice and spacious.
Yeah, I've been watching South Park since the first episode aired on Comedy Central.
Dad, Tom Cruise won't come out of my closet.
Come out of the closet. And then Nicole Kidman comes.
Yeah.
So come on, Tom, get out of the closet. I'm not in here.
Speaking of that, have you seen Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah, I haven't seen it forever though. That's not my favorite Kubrick.
There are things in that movie that exposes all that stuff we were just talking about.
Oh yeah, and I've read up on some of that, like not purposely, but like
it's in there.
Stuff. Yeah,
it's in there.
And the moon landing shit in supposedly.
Yeah, I believe it because there's no way that we had the technology. If we couldn't do really any live broadcasts from a far distance. So you're telling me that 1963 or whatever the fuck it was that we live broadcasted from the moon?
There's technology like inside of a calculator today is what they had in NASA, like together. Like I don't believe we went to the moon.
It's bullshit. It was a space race to compete with Russia. We hired Kubrick to direct the footage. A flag does not ripple in the vacuum of space. I'm not crazy. These are true things.
Oh yeah, and they have an explanation for everything. You know,
there's always an explanation for this shit.
Hey, Karen. Karen from Ocean Chicks Flicks is here. How you doing, Karen?
I have 2 ads right now.
Yeah, I'm in the ad too, actually. So we're probably on the same ad time. That's good.
I'm not far behind him, I know.
What time are you at?
Or ahead, I should say.
Carrie, your hair looks great.
It does.
What do you mean?
You did it recently, right?
Huh?
It hasn't always been that blonde.
I tone it.
Yeah, it looks great. Very wavy too. It's nice.
Thank you.
I have a bad haircut right now.
I just got it. I just got one too recently, like a week ago.
Oh, it's not even a haircut.
Actually, my hair naturally waves.
It's good.
Hey, Phil. Nice to see you, Phil, as always.
Hi, Phil.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah, I'd love to interview Danielle Harris too, man. I've messaged her like months ago on Instagram, never heard back, but that doesn't shock me.
She doesn't respond.
Yeah, no, she don't.
You guys will let me know when the ad is over, right?
Yes.
Wait, JT, did I send you the video what happened to me at work?
Yeah. Earlier
crazy.
Earlier
That's
today,
crazy.
you sent it? Or yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday and today meld together because I didn't sleep.
I'm gonna give
that's nuts though, man.
I'm gonna give a shout out.
You didn't sleep.
Well, maybe I won't because I don't really want to send him something with the topics we just went into, but I will still give him a shout out. Kyle Anderson, he's a comedian. He's Jamie Kennedy's editor for his YouTube channel. He really supported me through that whole thing too, alongside everyone else in the community, obviously. But it's just cool to have somebody that's in the industry who has a film degree. He works hand in hand with Jamie Kennedy, and I get assaulted at work, and he actually gave a shit. Not everybody in the industry.
Not everyone's a complete dickhead. I mean, it sucks that it's the exception more than the rule.
Yeah,
but at least there is those exceptions.
There are.
Like
would I want to meet Jennifer Lawrence? Fuck no.
Yeah,
she's fake as hell. You could just see it. You know.
Never found any interest in her or why people went nuts over her at all.
The only reason why she's famous is because she sucked off Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Same reason that the Kardashians are even a fucking thing. Because the mom fucking sold her daughter's porn tape.
Well, not just that. Not just that. No, not just that, JT. You know, the only reason why OJ got off because Robert Kardashian told him to stop taking his heart medication, so his hand swelled up because it caused inflammation.
I heard that actually. Yeah.
That's why the glove didn't fit. That's why the Kardashians are famous because he got OJ off.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was.
That's one of the reasons.
And then he wanted to distance himself as far as possible after the case.
And then 10 years later, OJ gets busted for armed robbery.
I know.
Why?
That's poetic justice.
Because then they can't get him for double jeopardy, and now he's out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yep.
He fucked the system, and the system kind of fucked him, but he came out on top.
Yeah, and that happens way too much, unfortunately.
He wrote that book, If I Did It.
Yeah, with the small, and wasn't it like written so it looks like I did it, or but like it said I didn't know, or something like that.
It was him pretty much saying that he did
it. Yeah, that he did it, like, but not because the way it's written, it's like,
if I did,
now you're just a complete bullshit bag. It's like, at least like earlier, if you would have said it was a heated crime of passion,
you know what it really was?
A murderer, but
I think it was brain damage from the football playing. I think he had that.
Yeah. That turned him into that serial killer type.
I mean, look what happened with Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, I'm not a big sports guy, so I don't know.
He was a Patriots player, right, for a couple of years, about 10 years ago, and then it came out that like they found bodies underneath his house. Years later, it all came out. Apparently, like he used to be beat by his father. His father was all anti-gay. Aaron was closeted homosexual. He came down to Florida, played for Florida State or some shit like that. Got caught up with some gang stuff. Started killing people with this drug dealer while he had this like on again, off again relationship with them, where they would send like threatening text messages and then lovey-dovey text messages. It was crazy, bro. It's crazy. And then he hung himself in prison. So
I can see it. After all the shit you just told me, I can see that. Yeah, that was a suicide.
Epstein didn't kill himself, but Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, exactly.
Robin Williams definitely killed himself. Like those are not deniable.
I never thought there was any conspiracy behind
that one hurt me. That one was just like, oh. But if you know what,
this movie
when George Carlin died.
If I was diagnosed with the dementia that would literally deteriorate my brain within a year, I'd probably do the same thing. I'm not defending his actions. I'm just saying, like, if I was him, I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah, no one wants to be a vegetable.
No one wants to be a vegetable. I think we lost Carrie.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. She comes back.
I ended up talking more than watching the movie. I'm sorry, man.
It's watch parties, streams. You know how they can go in any direction. And they all fun. No matter what. So it don't matter.
We went down the Joe Rogan experience.
Yeah, exactly. I love Joe Rogan too.
I like him, but like he can be pretty dismissed. Like when the whole thing about Chester and Chris came out, Eddie Bravo was trying to tell him about like this stuff that we talked about, and Joe was dismissing it. Like somebody was telling him.
Well, he's been silenced, Joe. Like he used to be big with the moon landing, huge with it and everything, and then now he's just like, now I think we went there, but I don't know anything, so I can't.
Ever since he sold out to Spotify.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. It's like now he's like you can't go to.
But he's always been a sellout. UFC.
He has.
I like Joe, but he's still a sellout. He's from where I'm from. I'm from Massachusetts. He's from Mass. We're both Joes,
Oh shit! It's 105 near somebody. That sucks.
Yeah, it's about that here in Florida.
I hate the heat.
Don't move to Florida, JT. You'd hate it.
I hate the cold worse though. I'd rather be hot
in New York, right?
Yeah, I'd rather be hot than cold.
Go Yankees. I'm from Boston, but go Yankees.
There you go.
Go Red Sox.
My grandpa loved the Yankees.
Red Sox all the way. Red Sox. No, I don't give a shit about all that. You know what? It takes a lot of work to get on the MLB. It takes a lot of work to be in the NFL. So anybody who's on any team, I respect, because that's hard fucking work.
Just to make it there on a team at all. You got to have some skills. You got to have some luck too.
Yeah, you do. You got to have good faith too. Any industry like that on the big level, it's bad. You know who I met though? You know who Nomar Garcia Parra is? Yeah, I know we lost Carrie. Oh, is Victor the killer in this movie?
You hear me? Because I hear you garbled.
Can you hear me?
Wi-Fi issue.
Is my Wi-Fi cutting out? Hold up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's mine. It might be my Wi-Fi going down a little bit. You hear me?
Can the people in the chat hear me? I can hear you,
Yeah,
JP.
do you guys hear me? Or hear Joe? Or neither? Or both? Okay, I hear you now too.
You hear me?
The Wi-Fi dropping out a bit.
Oh yeah, I see it now. You're a bit delayed. Your mouth is not matched up. For me.
Yeah, don't you hate that in movies too?
You know what's even worse is that cover video that you shouted out. I thought I fucked it up on Longview, and then because it wasn't matching, because I was streaming it to my TV, and then I exited out of it, and then I went back to it. It was fine. Yeah. It was just my TV
with
doing
the fish,
Smart
the
TVs
fish one.
With what?
Which one was it? The fish one? Was it the fish cover I put up? Because I thought that it was out of sync when I downloaded it.
No. The cover video I just did for the Green Day album.
Oh, okay, yeah. I used to also sync
up. I lip synced to it.
Okay,
so I'm cheating. I'm performing in a different room, and then I'm filming the video to it.
With piano and stuff.
Yeah, you have to. It comes out better. It's the only good way to really do it. Also, I feel weird singing in front of a camera. Is it my Wi-Fi? You still there?
I love Parry Shen in these movies. The Asian dude. He keeps using a different fake accent and keeps shedding it. Yes, I do. Can you guys hear me now? Because I don't know if that was him or me or anything.
I'm here.
Welcome back.
I just
it seems better now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I went to a different browser page and came in. And even the Wi-Fi signal on StreamYard was showing like only a bar or two. So
where'd Carrie go?
I was just messaging before I heard the beep of you pop on.
Yeah.
Probably might have Wi-Fi issues too. Both of us are having Wi-Fi issues the other day.
I live in Florida. We have Spectrum, and they suck. Just saying.
I have Spectrum upstate at my family's house up there where I see my daughter.
You know they suck then.
Yeah, they are. Spectrum's
They're horrible. I miss Comcast. I miss Xfinity. They don't have it down here.
Comcast sucks too.
Comcast it was better. It was better in Massachusetts than Spectrum is down here.
I can see that argument though.
I don't know. I feel like when I lived in East Bridgewater, Mass, at my dad's house, we had like the best internet on the fucking planet. It was so fast. It always worked, and it was Xfinity. Yeah. But down here, man, I swear, like there's random days where it's just off, and they're doing construction or something. It's stupid.
It's like half the year they're doing construction, and the signal sucks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's fucking annoying, especially when you overpay out the ass for it.
Oh yeah. That's what they do. It's like I love when I'm a big stand-up comedy fan. Like when Chris Rock has a thing that one of his specials about taxes and stuff. He says like, "I ain't a tax. That's a jack. Like they just take the money from you before you even get your check."
Yes, they do. You know his response to the Will Smith thing was also really funny. Chris Rock, man.
Chris Rock. His early stuff is great. Bring the Pain, his first special.
His monologue in Spiral about how you couldn't make Forrest Gump today, and how if after the movie they both would have died of AIDS. That's all on it. It's true. I've always thought that. Yeah. And it's so fucking funny.
Spiral went up for me on when I covered the series a few months ago. Because I only saw it once when it came out, and I'm a huge Saw fan, but I didn't care for Spiral.
Jigsaw.
Yeah, what? You didn't mind Jigsaw? I didn't mind Jigsaw either.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's better than Saw 7 with the pink fucking blood. The hell was that?
Yeah, I know the blood was
hot pink.
Weird in that.
Hot pink.
I'm sure it has to do with the 3D.
Yeah, I know it does. Post conversion, gotta love it. It wasn't shot in 3D.
Well, when I had you a found footage fan at all? You ever see the Monster Project?
No, I'll be honest with you. I can't stand the shaky cam.
Yeah, I don't like.
I'm a big proponent. I'm like, I sound like Chris Stuckman circa 2013, but like, dude, like the Taken 2 shaky cam, the shit and kick ass 2 during the fight scenes. Like these are things that like I'm seeing back in movies again, and it just needs to stop it. Stop with the shaky cam. Unless you use it for like, unless you're fucking, unless you're the guy who made Bourne, then you can't do it.
I agree with one thing is that today it's even like the last 20 years or longer. It's like compared to like 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s. There's so many fucking cuts in movies today, especially action films.
That's why I love John Wick.
It's like
this is why I love John Wick.
Back in the day, you just have long shots and a static camera, and just a conversation plays in front of you, and now it's just like cut, and you don't even know what's going on half the time. Like,
yep, exactly. Dude, like that. Even Jim Carrey's The Mask from '94.
Yeah.
Like there's actual squibs when people are being shot. It's a harsh PG-13. Yeah. It's very bloody. And then you look at The Dark Knight, and every single time somebody gets shot, there's no blood. Like the most blood is when Batman gets a cut in his arm. They figured it out though, because like in The Dark Knight Rises, there's squibs galore. When people get shot, there's blood.
Yeah. So they learned from the mistake.
The Joker was just too on the nose and too edgy that they almost got an R rating as it was. They're like, we got to tone down the violence.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I still think Nicholson,
but for me,
is tied with.
I was gonna say for me, it's
I'm not a big superhero guy.
Hamill's my number one. My number one is Mark Hamill. He is the best Joker. Acting. I don't care if it's animated. He is so good. Who would have thought that Luke fucking Skywalker would do the Joker that good?
The best Joker.
And every other animation adaptation has just copied his in their own way.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Just from that role of playing the Joker, he influenced every other person to come forward afterwards to do it.
I almost wasn't going to buy Arkham Knight until I found out about how he's like a ghost that haunts Batman because he died in Arkham City. So they have
Arkham Knight's
Conroy.
A great game, actually.
Oh, you played it. You already know. Dude, I love the fact that you'll be like grappling up a building and just out of nowhere, the Joker just shows up and scares the shit out of you because he's figurating your imagination. It's fucking awesome.
It's a great game.
So cool.
It's such a good game.
Yeah.
I never finished Asylum. I never finished the first two, Asylum and Arkham City, but I finished Arkham Knight.
I beat all of them.
I didn't finish. I got right till like the last mission, and like I was whatever was happening that night. I said fuck it, and then I just never picked it up.
First game with Joker taking the Bane syndrome or whatever the fuck Venom. That's called Venom. The stuff that Bane shoots into him. That was dumb.
Mm-hmm.
That was really dumb.
Yeah,
that was a stupid ending.
There's absolutely some stupid shit.
But Arkham City's cool because at the end of it, he tricks him. He pulls a fast one on Batman, right? The Joker, because he's sick the whole game from the first game because he got sick after that transformation. So they did something cool with it. And then he has Clayface pretend to be the Joker, and that's the final boss battle between you and Clayface. Somehow you end up forcing Ra's al Ghul's sword into him without actually murdering him, and then the Joker dies.
Yeah. That's great. I gotta replay
Arkham City's great.
All three of them I should replay. Yeah, I gotta replay. I know I got farther in City than Asylum. Yeah, and I heard terrible things when that came out and had no interest.
I bought them. I also fell for the new Saints Row.
I gotta get you into the Dark Souls games now. It's a mission now.
I have the first one.
Yeah, I heard that was good. I love 2 and I love the first 2 and
Bandai made it.
What, Dark Souls?
Bandai, made the first game.
Bandai Namco,
the toy company.
Yeah, they distribute.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. Bandai Namco distributed and From Software is the developer.
I forgot that they merged.
Well, wait, so you have the first one? You have the first Souls?
Yeah, I have Xbox Live, so I think I got it as a free game with gold. Xbox One.
I'm dragging you into playing fucking Dark Souls soon. I own it on all 3 consoles. It's my favorite game of all time.
I have to do though. I started it tonight. I thought I broke my Xbox. I have to take it apart because it's got roaches in it. It sat in a garage for years. I paid $75 for it, so I guess that's how they got in there. But dude, when I open this thing up, and I can't get the bottom open because I need the I need a T7, I think, screwdriver. Dude, it's more roaches than I've ever seen in my life. It's a fucking army, bro. It's disgusting. It's so gross. I'm just gonna when I get it open,
Is
I'm
it
gonna
like
take a
Creepshow
vacuum.
level?
I don't know.
It's like the end of Creepshow.
When I open the top up, there's a fucking swarm.
But
then I look at the bottom, and it is full of them. There's a whole nest, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't sell this to
when
somebody because it
together,
would give
this
them.
is the nest. Yeah, exactly. They are.
I agree. I agree. Yes, it was.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
I've been saying that since it first started. Everything boils down to population control because the biggest issue on the planet that leads to every other issue, like lack of food and like homes, and all, is too many fucking people in the world.
That's why you see such a big push of the gay agenda too, right? The gay agenda.
Yeah,
it's always pushed. A lot of these people, like, it's come out that Little Nas X isn't actually gay. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're trying to keep people from breeding and causing more generations because there's already too many people.
They just,
A lot of those numbers too about COVID are false.
They just have every single thing fixed. Oh,
this turned into a political podcast.
I don't believe a single thing about it. It's funny. I never talk politics ever. I'm like,
well, no, it's a neutrally political podcast. We're staying in the middle, right?
Yeah, that's usually where I stay anyway, because I don't agree with any of these fucking.
No, because you go extreme left, you got one agenda being pushed. You go extreme right, you got another agenda being pushed. You find somewhere in the middle, take the right qualities from here, take the right qualities from there, and then you're good.
Yeah, you would think a logical person would be able to do that, yeah. But no, it's a fight that they're never going to stop fighting. And never going to agree. And
people will do the stupidest shit for money, JT. People will say the stupidest shit publicly for money. You see a lot of disinformation out there. A lot of disinformation agents. A lot of people that will take money just to say the wrong things to mislead an entire generation of people. Oh, yeah. And then we got truthers like Jamie Kennedy, who's just talking it all on his podcast. But look, has he been in any big movies in the past 20 years?
Yeah, no. The only thing last year I was watching one of my favorite comedy shows, The Arrested Development, and I throw it on often, and I did the episode. They mentioned him a few times throughout it.
They mentioned Jamie.
The niece, yeah, maybe in the show she's like she cons her way into a movie executive position at like 16 years old, and she's like mentions once that she was like, I just had to go to a charity auction with Jamie Kennedy, but he couldn't drive because he don't have a license, or like something like a small little like.
They threw shade at him.
Yeah, like in a loving way. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Arrested Development, but if you haven't,
no, I think he just has people drive him around. That's just how he is. I just don't think he likes to drive.
If you can, why not?
Yeah, I've seen his lives. It's not like he's driving and living. I mean, he has a couple times, I think, but whatever. Everyone does it.
Yeah,
I don't. I can't hold the phone that steady when I'm driving. And I live in Florida. People drive like fucking nutbags.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Dude, all right, everybody in the chat, as soon as you get a chance, if you haven't listened to it yet, JT did a cover of In My Life by the Beatles, and the harmonies are 100% on point to the record. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, my original plan, I was going to try to cover the entire White Album. And that's why I did Julio. That was like the first one I was going to do. Still on the ideal list. But
back in the USSR.
Massive undertaking.
I love that album.
It's my favorite album by the Beatles.
I love
and it's funny because it's how disconnected they were during the White Album and non-Beatles-ish they were because of the turmoil, and it's my favorite Beatles.
Actually, mine's Revolver. I think Revolver is my favorite.
Everything from Help to fucking, why am I blanking on the fucking name? Not Abbey Road, even though that was the last one they did. Their last Let It Be. How did I forget that? Because that wasn't the original name. I know that.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So I guess it's only when I get Facebook calls that the audio cuts out for StreamYard.
I guess, yeah. Because when you said you had the call before, it's when I broke up a bit.
Right. But when I was on the stream with Night Watch Zone and Craving Something Scary the other day, I got a call on Facebook. I came back and I had to exit out. Created a funny moment, but it's annoying.
Yeah. So Russell Parry Chen is in all 4 Hatchet movies.
This is going in the X playlist
And
on
it's
my
hilarious
channel,
how they keep bringing it back. But yeah, that's fine.
I'm putting this in the playlist.
Boy, do you know the Real Fifth Beatle?
Wait,
my
what?
friend Mike, you know the Real Fifth Beatle?
I don't think I.
No,
no. I have to check him out.
Check him out. He's one of my best friends I've made on here, and just we stream usually on his channel like clockwork, like every Sunday, and even he just has to call like Sunday night uncensored and shit. He goes off even more than me, like on rants and shit. Like he's.
I have a question about the Beatles for you. Do you believe in that thing about the Tavistock Institute for Social Engineering?
I've heard
that's bullshit.
I've heard stuff about it. I never dove deep into it, so I can't really comment which way I feel about it. A friend
of mine in the 70s told me that it's bullshit. That it's something new that's come up that's been made up.
I mean, I could see that
but
too.
There is credence to it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
like it's funny that the way that you were going back and forth just now reminded me of I just started a cryptid series on the Mothman at Point Pleasant. I love all that alien cryptid conspiracy theory shit.
I don't know if I believe in aliens yet.
I do. I do 100%.
Until I see one. That's just me though.
I would love that.
I could believe my belief.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what makes the world so interesting. You know how fucking boring it would be if everyone's had the same opinion. That's why we love doing this YouTube shit. Because everyone has different opinions for movies and all that.
The credence I have, or the evidence I have to the Tavistock thing.
Yeah.
John Lennon, for example, he said, "Oh, hold on."
Listen.
All right. He said publicly that he would see to it that the people turn on Jesus or whatever, right? Which that could have been something that Tavistock Institute told him to say. Look at the last few years of Mr. Lennon's life. Look at the songs he was putting out. Look at what Mark David Chapman said about when he shot him. Mark David Chapman swears he shot him in the front. John Lennon was shot from the back.
Yeah.
So
there was always the whole conspiracy with another shooter there too.
Working class hero got him killed. There's no way it did.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Absolutely.
They didn't like that very much.
That song did not fare well for
just like Eyes Wide Shut got
Kubrick
Joseph.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah,
bye,
I'll let
Joe.
you know. Yeah. Take care, man. And yeah, next week I'm doing Hatchet too. If you want to hop on with us, feel free, man. You're welcome. And Russell, yeah, I didn't see that film yet, but I almost put it on the other night. The Ed Gein movie with Kane Hodder. It was one of those nights I'm just like, there's too many things to watch and whatever. Not good.
Just like how Kubrick was also killed for Eyes Wide Shut. I mean, come on, he didn't even get.
Oh, and Carrie's having internet issues. That's why.
Okay. You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, Stanley Kubrick had no history of heart attack in his family. What? Oh, are you cutting out still, or are you still there?
Carrie's.
Okay. Yours is kind of glitching out for me, but I don't know how.
Sam Russell timestamp is around 41 minutes almost. 48 on that.
Yeah, it's about.
You're on the same, like 41 almost.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish there was more murder in this. I feel like
it starts up here. Like it's like most slashers. You know, they don't start until like 45-minute mark.
I know, and then it all hits the fan in the end. But too many people are alive with 40 minutes left. Oh, it's halfway through. Yeah. All right, we're about to start seeing some shit, huh?
Oh yeah, and this is his. This is just like an origin story of him, like a story being told. They're on a swamp tour. That the Asian dude who keeps changing his accents. He starts with like a real like heavy Asian accent, and then he sheds it, and he's talking like he's from Louisiana. Then he loses it again. And he just starts like talking completely like he's from Jersey or some shit. Like it's so funny. And then they bring him back in all the movies. In the second movie, it's his brother, and he makes a joke like. And in the third movie, it's just a different guy, not related to the brothers, but he says like, "Oh, because we all look alike, right?" Great way to bring like a character back if you use it as somebody else.
That reminds me of that City Walk episode of South Park.
The third
You know which one I'm
Yeah,
talking about, right?
that was a great episode when Butters, when Butters gets diagnosed with multiple
Your name
personality
is
disorder.
Butters.
Yeah, that's so funny. Try and remember, Butters, you're back. Oh, man, I love this show so much.
Wait, so it turns out he was white all along? Way to make that whole thing PC, right? Before PC.
And then the Japanese guy jumps on the town. No, there's a racial stereotype.
Yeah, he kills himself.
I love the way
but
Trey
the
does
episode
Japanese
before that
voices.
about his rivalry with the Mongolians.
Yeah. That's so funny. That
And
show
then,
still kills me to
the fact that
today.
they use the same voice in Team America for Kim Jong-il.
Yeah.
I saw that for the first time this year, dude. I was scared of the puppets. The puppets freaked me the fuck out. I couldn't do it. And I watched
creepy,
it.
Actually.
It was so funny. They are creepy. They're really creepy.
Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah,
sure.
especially when they're fucking.
Especially, I could see if you saw, I saw it, when did it come out? I don't remember when it came out.
2004.
Like teenager, probably. Yeah.
2004.
So I remember them being freaky too.
Holy shit, that's almost 20 years ago? American Idiot came out 20 years ago?
It's insane how fast time goes.
Hi, May.
Mayor, she's having Wi-Fi issues. I can't keep going into Instagram. You want to message her for me? Because you're amazing, and I jump scared you, and you hate me.
Are you on your phone too, JT?
I don't have a phone at the moment. I had one. It kept not charging enough, and then it died. I'm on my tablet.
I'm streaming from my phone. That's why I was wondering.
Oh, okay. I'm on my tablet. Yeah.
They all probably think I'm a drug addict, the amount I'm drinking this and hitting my vape, but I'm just having a good night.
No, exactly.
Happy Christmas. It's only...
I got you. You're good, Russell, at the time?
5 months away.
No. And Russell just subbed to you.
Oh, thank you, Russell.
Yeah,
you like music and you like to get stoned and listen to our music.
There you go. Yeah, Russell's great people.
Fuck
everybody in here is. I know that.
These collaborations are really good for all of us.
Oh yeah, and the community is just so amazing. Like that's the one thing. When I started doing this last year, a little over a year ago, I said, I'm doing this as a passion project for me. Then as time went on, I was even thinking this is a living record of me. And one day, if I'm not, years from now, when I'm not here, my daughter, she had hundreds of thousands of hours of her father talking about movies and shit, and like having fun with people and friends and shit. So that it's always just to do this because I love movies and music. But now it's like I never would have anticipated all the amazing people and friendships that I met and made. Like in the community, like it's some of the greatest people we have here.
I'm gonna vindicate what you just said about that, because for me, I reconnected with my mom after a really tough childhood, right before she died 5 years ago.
I'm sorry.
And it's okay. She's at peace. I'm finally at peace with it. But it's not easy. Every day I miss her. But what happened was she helped me get a show at an American Legion in Massachusetts, and she filmed it. So I watched it the other night, and it was like she was alive again with me. I got to hear her voice, and it was really nice.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's that's that same type of thought hit me.
That's what I'm saying, man.
A few months into doing the channel, I was like, you know what? Even besides me just doing this because I love this, I'm leaving behind some type of mark and record, that my daughter can have one day.
I will say though, the algorithm doesn't care what you say in the live stream. So this stuff we talked about tonight, awesome.
Oh yeah.
But on your regular videos, be very careful.
Oh yeah.
I'm not telling you what to do. It's because I love you, bro. I'm looking out.
I know how they do it.
Yeah.
YouTube, if I was able to just do a channel on my own like site or something, I would just do that. But
I'm gonna go on to another one. You know which one really got me?
What?
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
It's all coming out now. You look at a Tom Hanks clip, everybody knows now.
Oh yeah.
It took time.
That's because everyone has access to instant information now.
I know.
So it's all
and his
the
weird
past,
Instagram.
all the past is coming back to bite everyone's ass.
Do you know who Isaac Cappy was?
I know the name.
He was an actor. He was in Thor and Breaking Bad in very small parts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Who do you play in Breaking Bad?
He was friends with Seth Green.
Who do you play in Breaking Bad?
He played a jail prisoner that Hank hit through the stall in a random episode. He was in the fish market in the first Thor movie, in the pet store. The guy with the curly hair.
Yeah. Okay.
Very particular look.
Mhm.
But he was friends with Seth Green.
I know who you mean.
And when the whole James Gunn controversy came out, you know, Seth Green had revealed to him that behind the secret bookshelf he keeps the children.
Yeah.
And that a month later they need to talk about chicken during dinner. After that, TMZ went on a gung-ho thing after he exposed them, saying that he attacked Paris Jackson and all this crap. And you can't now. It's been completely scrubbed from the internet. It's coming back, but it's been completely scrubbed from the internet. Tom Hanks, Colbert, Steven Spielberg, Seth Green, Jimmy Savile, all those names, every one of those people made a video 3 days before his death saying he wasn't suicidal. He did something bad. He wouldn't say what it was, but he betrayed us all, which I think he probably just got involved in a bad money deal or something. And then the news article comes out 3 days later saying that he forced himself off an overpass into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, like that.
Very particular. Right. Now you see, Mr. People like to accuse Tom Hanks of it, which I think he signaled through social media and stuff. But Seth Green is doing a lot of these conventions now. You know, and the one guy who can, you know, who came out and said Seth Green is a satanic pedo, dies that way. And I started thinking, well,
I could see
Seth
that
Green's out
Seth.
of money. Seth Green's out of money. He's doing conventions. So there's a reason for that.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, he had a hard upbringing.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you know, according to him.
But yes, Isaac also confirmed, Isaac Cappy confirmed that Seth Green was brutalized as a child.
Yeah. That's what you get that vibe kind of just like.
Yeah. You do.
Zodiac says is Pink
it's
Floyd,
unfortunate. It makes me sick because I'm a survivor of that. Yeah. I'm a survivor of that. In a form of MK Ultra. I went through all that, but you know what? Do you see me out there raping kids? Fuck no. You know what? I'm sorry. People like him, make people like me look bad because not every single person that's abused becomes an abuser.
I agree 100%. And that does suck for being on your side of it, that you know that you're one of the good ones that doesn't abuse, but they get lumped in because there's a stigma attached to it.
I mean, I have issues. I get angry. I yell sometimes. People can perceive that as abusive, but that's not the same category at all.
It's not like beating the shit.
I believe in protecting children because my innocence was taken. You know, I feel like what Michael Jackson went through. He didn't have a childhood, not to the same degree. It's not like I was famous as a kid or anything. I mean, my first Red Sox game, I was pulled onto the dugout to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" in front of 50,000 people on national television. I hated it. It was horrible.
I'm sure. Yeah. I hate it.
I look back on it, and I'm like, you know. But for me, like, all the stuff I went through, because my mom was an alcoholic and drug addict. She blew 80 grand of coke on my parents' divorce, sent me to residential homes, didn't care what they did to me in the state. They did some fucked up shit. They allowed a lot of things that weren't okay. They say MK Ultra ended a long time ago. No. Just like the Wild West never died. It just found a different way to succeed and to thrive. That's in one of my songs. A darkened day, brightened by lies.
That's good, actually. I gotta check out some great albums on that.
That's on an album called Purple. The song's called The Obstacle. You want to hear? I can tell you all the lyrics if you want them.
I like hearing it and hearing lyrics. And send me the lyrics after I listen to it. That'd be cool.
I will. Yeah. I'll have to write it out.
Let's go and chat for a sec. Zodiac said the Pink Floyd, The Wall, a musical. I mean, you can consider it a musical. I mean, it's just an album to a movie.
I'd say it's a rock opera.
Yeah, rock opera is what I would always call it too. And it's amazing, yes. And I would definitely be down for a watch along of that. I do watch Party of the Wall. I used to watch The Wall.
Oh, is that the movie?
Do the whole Wizard of Oz to Dark Side of the Moon. I tried that a few times. When you take the album Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd and play it for the Wizard of Oz movie, it syncs up together, like events in the movie and the lyrics.
No
and the
way.
Music.
No way.
It's weird how it syncs up. Yeah,
like when
during Us and Them, like when he sings up. The witch walks up and then down. She walks down, and like the lyrics all like sync up to what's going on in the film. It's so weird.
Those guys must have been tripping watching Wizard of Oz making that album. They had to have.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
That's what I always thought, because it is very close. Like so many things that are like, what are the chances of one of these coincidences, let alone all of these. Like they had to have written
so
to
cool.
it, maybe. Like yeah, definitely check.
So
they might
cool.
even have on YouTube. They might probably have like the movie set to the Dark Side of the Moon album.
I have to check it out. That's so cool.
I remember,
so awesome.
Yeah, I remember when you play it though. Yeah, if I recall right, you have to on the MGM line. The third roar is when you press play on the album, and that's what syncs it. Like,
are you familiar? Are you familiar with Green Day's album 21st Century Breakdown?
I know the name. I probably know a song.
The one with 21 guns on it.
All right, yeah, I know that song.
All right, so there's a song on it called East Jesus Nowhere, where the song goes like, "A fire burns today, a blasphemy and genocide."
Okay, yeah, I've heard that.
All right, the intro has like a radio station going through, and it's like, "Bebadi and the lights, and we will see how godless a nation we become." I decoded it. There's a message there. There's literally a hidden message. All these different radio stations are speaking a different language. And it comes out to level the radio on the last day, and we will see how godless a nation we have become. Don't test me. Oh, sorry. Level the radio, the lights on the last day, and we will see how godless a nation we have become. Don't test me. Literally, that's all in there. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Interesting, right?
Carrie's back.
Carrie!
Yeah, it's just right. Yeah, it is.
Nice. Just needed a breather.
I have a furry friend. She's very fat, though. Look.
Thank you.
The head of the kitty.
Dave is in the
Leia.
chat.
That's Princess
Hey,
Leia.
Dave. Come on, Dave.
She doesn't want to be lifted. Sorry, Leia.
May, come on. You should come on the panel. That was cool when she came on that time. Amiga, May says. Carrie. Your amiga is calling you.
I know.
JT.
Yeah.
I will say where the stuff we're talking about goes crazy and too far is QAnon. That's where I shut off.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's a whole conversation we'll have sometime.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's so much crazy shit.
Yay! You gotta move. You're knocking over my tripod. There we go. Sorry about that.
This is sleazeball producer. Oh, did we miss my favorite kill? Probably. So good.
I'm not trying to be offensive, but the women in this kind of look like feet. Like their faces. Yeah, their faces look like a foot. All of them. Feet? None of them are that pretty.
That's what. This is Victor Crowley.
Not something you see in a movie a lot.
That is true. Like we were saying earlier, it's always.
I kind of like it. It's more real.
Yeah.
Because they're not hot, but they're like made to look dirty and like grungy. Because that's kind of like.
Carrie, have you seen the sequel? Have you seen the sequel to Hatchet?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I know. Oh, hey, Kyle's in here. You've seen all of them?
I don't remember how many there are.
3, I think.
There are 4. Ah, yes, that's right, Dave. No problem, buddy. Hey, Kyle, what's up, man?
Hey, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
If you want to hop on, man, I just put the StreamYard link a few posts above you. Anybody else who wants to hop on. We're kind of just bullshitting and ignoring the movie anyway.
Oh, Carrie, thank you for your comment on that Dookie video. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. I felt bad because I felt like I was stealing your thunder when I put my promotion up at the same time.
No, it's okay. You know what? It's cool because, like, I like the group we have because I used to, when I had my old Facebook before they took it away, I guess, like, I had a password that was involved in a hack or fucking whatever. I had it for over 10 years, but I didn't make a different one. I was in all these groups, and I had all these friends in there I would share the music with. But then when I lost that, I'm still in these groups, but nobody's fucking sharing each other's shit anymore. So the fact that we have this little community in the community with our group chat, I think it's been really nice. Why is JT not in there?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna add him in there.
Yeah. Let's add him.
I don't know because he's bad at messaging.
I'm bad at messaging.
Yeah, but when he finally catches up, you get a fucking book, so you're good.
Yeah, you don't have to tell Carrie that she knows.
I'm just like, yeah.
I do know.
I'm one of those people who can't type a paragraph that I gotta type like a sentence at a time. It's just like a warped mind thing.
Yeah, and then it's like three different paragraphs, and I'm like, I gotta catch up. I feel like a dick if I just say one thing back. Now I have to like intricately think of what I'm gonna say in response.
That's
Nothing
funny.
wrong with that. I'm not talking shit. I mean this with love.
Oh yeah, no,
No, I
I'm
get
the same
it.
way with certain things too. That's funny. Kyle said he's gonna hop on.
It keeps me entertained, man.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing with me. I need to laugh throughout the whole day. So what gets you through life?
I didn't laugh enough today, man.
Well, hopefully,
So you guys are helping me.
Good, man. That's good to hear.
The beer's kind of helping me too. It's helping me chill.
That never hurts.
Well, it's a secret. It's a trade secret. One beer, man. One beer.
Yeah. Actually, I used to when I played in some bands and clubs and stuff like that. I would just think that I would have one drink before going on. I would never have more. Yep.
We're not supposed to give this away, JT.
Yeah, we just did to like several hundred people.
I think people know. If you're a musician, you already know.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you're an alcoholic, you probably shouldn't. If alcoholism runs in your family, you probably shouldn't. So I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, it's
but it's just one beer. It's not like I got a 15-pack, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
If I had a 15-pack, I'd drink all 15 tonight. See, I know my limits.
Exactly. If you know it, then you can put the discipline. Because you lack a discipline.
One is good. It's been a few days since I've drank anything. So I took a break.
So there you go.
And this is it. And then you know what? I'm broke now till I get paid again. So that's God knows when. So fuck it. I don't need it. I'm good.
Yeah.
If I start shaking though, I might go panhandle.
Sean says, yeah, it's a stream of Ram on the tube tonight. Interesting to see, but quite a bit to juggle. Yeah, I know. I forgot Echo streams at 10 and shit, because I asked him if he wanted to come on, and he said he was streaming. I said, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I hate streaming at the same time as friends. But
you guys care if I eat chocolate?
No. Yeah, I care immensely. Get off this fucking channel with the chocolate. Of course you can eat chocolate.
Well, it's white chocolate, though.
You can eat white chocolate.
I hope it's not too. I hope
macadamia.
I hope this chocolate isn't too radicalized or anything. You know.
Yeah, you're good with any type of chocolate.
It's not even real chocolate though. It's white chocolate, so it's fucking butter or whatever. Cocoa butter.
It's butter. See you later, Dave. Thanks for stopping by. I love you too, man.
Bye.
Bye, fellow nominee.
Yes.
I'm eating chocolate. Chocolate. That was like the best episode of SpongeBob, man.
My daughter is
living, here we come, la 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 la.
His voice gets stuck in my head all day when I'm up with her. Every time I'm with my daughter. Isn't that the StreamYard link?
I'll send it to you in Instagram.
You guys ever realize how dirty the early seasons of SpongeBob were?
Oh yeah.
Mr. Krabs on a panty raid. STD joke right there. They went hooking. They went hooking that one time. Bikini bottom, sandy cheeks.
There's a lot of that shit. Look at all the old Disney movies. All the Disney, all the old Disney classics that have.
Oh yeah,
sex.
Lion King with sex. Yeah. Penis on the Little Mermaid poster. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's more. There's more. I'm trying to think. Oh. One of the other older ones is like a picture of a topless woman, like you can freeze frame. I can't remember. It's an older one. Yeah. People like to forget that Walt Disney was a Nazi that hung out with Jews. I don't get it. No, seriously. No, he was. He was anti-Semitic. He hated Jews. But he hung out with the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds here in Ormond Beach, of all places.
He knew who they were, and he was smart. Hang around them.
Yeah, right.
Okay, bro, what's your favorite Disney princess?
That's a good question.
Gary.
You're asking me what my favorite Disney princess is?
Yes. And two-parter, is that favorite princess, is that your favorite Disney movie that she's in? That's interesting.
I mean, when I was a kid, I had a bunch of Little Mermaid stuff. So I loved Ariel whenever I was younger, but...
So you had a good mermaid and not a terrifying one like I did. I told you about that. I can't figure out where it's from.
No.
What's up with this new movie? Why are they trying to like change it for like inclusion purposes? It's like they're trying to do PC everything. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, I know. It's so over the top.
Yeah, it's over the top.
You and my boy Mike would get along too. Same type of thinking.
Like I mean, I get it. Okay, Scream's always kind of been a feminism kind of movie, but you don't have to make every single lead character a female except for one of them.
Yeah, I mean, they could use like just switching things up. I actually enjoyed some things in Scream 6.
I didn't like the movie at all.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a huge Scream fan. First one's like my favorite of all time, but that 6th movie, this Vanderbilt motherfucker needs to stop being hired.
Yeah. And same with Gordon Green, David Gordon Green.
Oh, he made one good movie, and that was Pineapple Express.
Yeah, it's not even in the horror genre. In horror, it's just destroyed Halloween, and now he's gonna do the same with The Exorcist.
Oh my god, Halloween Ends was I called out Blumhouse on Instagram on my story. I tagged them in it. I was like, "This movie is hot garbage. You made a huge mistake. Apologize to your fans." They looked at my message. They saw that shit.
Like I always say, I'm glad everyone has different opinions and likes. I'm glad for the people who enjoy it, but
Carrie,
at all.
What?
I know you like that movie now. I saw you turn on us.
Halloween Ends.
Like which movie?
Halloween Ends.
I like it for what it is.
I don't like it at all.
I like that it's different.
The only good thing was the gore. For me.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
The honest truth on why I like it is because I like the fact that Laurie got a good ending.
Okay, I'll give you. Yeah, because she didn't get that in Resurrection. I get it.
No, hell no.
Right.
If they would have ended, cool. I always say if they ended it at H2O, I would be happy. Even though I don't like
mismarketed.
I love mismarketed ends.
They shouldn't have marketed it as this big fight between Michael and Laurie. It should have just been marketed as what it was.
Because there's only 2 options when you market it that way.
They literally made the same mistake as Season of the Witch with it. They did.
I love. That's my second favorite Halloween movie.
No, that might be my favorite. I might like it more than the original.
I know people who have that as their favorite.
Yeah, I have a very unconventional. Sorry, I'm really stoned. Unconventional opinion on that.
Yeah,
3's my favorite. No, it's scarier. You know, like Michael Myers, he's just going after the teenage girls. Think about it. All of the children and all of the parents in America are now dead after that movie.
Yeah,
in the whole world. In the whole fucking world.
Yep.
Because of witchcraft meets the computer age.
Yep. And he's great.
Does that not sound like today?
Connell Cochran, it does, and Connell Cochran's a great character.
That movie was so ahead of its fucking time, dude. I know,
and that's why it's being reappraised now in the last years. What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm guessing you got my link.
Good to see you, man.
Yep, got your link here.
Kyle here, guys, from Flex Movies and Pop Culture. Good to see you again, man.
Same here.
Hi, Kyle.
Hey.
Are you a Hatchet fan?
Yes, I love all 4 movies.
Yeah, me too, man. These are great.
Are you in the same part of the movie as us?
Are you gonna watch? You want?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch with you guys.
We're like hour 05.
We're in hour 02, hour 03. I'm at
okay. I'll be there.
I'm at hour 05.
One of my favorite double kills in a slasher film is the old couple kill in this movie. Especially the woman when he takes her face and just pulls it back and the tongue's like going like that.
And that's such a genius scene.
Fantastic.
Yeah, how they shot that.
That double kill is in my favorite top 3 double kills in a slasher film for sure.
It's also Kane's favorite kill too. So.
Yeah, I read that. It's so good. That and
my only critique is there's too much dialogue in this. There's not enough kills.
Well, yeah, it's like you were saying earlier, like when it gets towards the end, like most slashers.
Yeah,
like now it's just like like everyone's getting killed.
Yeah, there's 18 minutes left, so everyone's just gonna. Yeah, I'm excited.
All the Fridays are the same and all that.
Mm-hmm. I like part 6. That one's my favorite.
Yeah, a lot of people I know that's up there as either their favorite or
it's slapstick. It's funny.
3.
When he hits that guy and he runs into the tree and you see like the fucking smiley face of blood.
Yeah, I know. That's why I think I liked it more as a kid. But then as I got older and I revisited it more and more, and then when I covered the series for the channel, I didn't care for it as much as I used to. I mean, I still love it, nostalgia and all that. Plays a big role for all like 1 through 8, especially. But
I watched
I didn't
all
care
of
for
them
it as
because
much.
they were on Comcast on demand for free. So I
No,
binged them all in like 2 days. And now I was like 14 though. So that was the last time I saw all of them. So
Yeah.
I think it's getting to be time where I just hop back in and rewatch the Fridays and see which one I
hell
like
yeah.
the most. Might skip the
Definitely.
Hell one though because I don't really like that one.
Not many do.
Yeah.
And Manhattan's not good either at all. There's some good stuff. Like
Is Manhattan better than 9 though?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
I mean, 9 is like you were just saying. You have different unconventional opinions. Yes. Anyway, I got a lot of weird opinions with horror movies and stuff. But like I said, I don't like Blair Witch, but I adore Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Texas Chainsaw 2
like
is my
it.
favorite. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is my favorite. Slumber Party Massacre 2 is my favorite in that series. Like, there's a lot of weird, unpopular opinions, but whatever. This is how I fucking like movies. But,
Well, I've got an affinity for Scream 3 because it was my first horror movie.
Yeah,
Scream
that
3.
makes sense too. Like
if
with
that's
albums,
the worst
you hear an
one-
album by somebody first. You tend to, a lot of times, that'll be your favorite album. Like the
You
first
know
one
why
you
my
hear.
band's called the Dreaming Insomniacs, right?
It's a great name too, man. I have
The-
been meaning to say that to you.
The name Insomniac came from Green Day's Insomniac. The one after Dookie,
Okay.
everyone goes to Dookie, but I like Insomniac more. I relate to
sense.
that more. Yeah.
Yeah. I love the name though. I love your band name.
Thank you. We were really stoned when we came up with it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just
I was in a band called Short Term Memory. I like the band. Yeah,
should have been called Short Term Memory ... Lost.
yeah.
But it might be too big.
Well, yeah, right. To fit it on something that we didn't have anything else to put on anyway.
Let's let these guys talk. I feel like I'm overtaking this shit.
But yeah, what's going on, Kyle? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
What are you doing on the channel this week? Anything fun?
Oh, I think the biggest thing I'm doing this week, since this Friday, I'm ranking all the seasons of American Horror Story, but I'm not doing it alone. I'm bringing on Naomi Grossman, who was actually Pepper at American Horror Story.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Nice.
you said that.
Yeah.
Right on, man. That's awesome.
Thank you. And
I
she's gonna be ranking the seasons with me. So
When is it?
Cool.
What date?
Friday at 6 p.m. my time.
I'll be there.
I haven't seen all of them. I'd say
Kyle always
either
has
1 or
fantastic
2 for
interviews.
me. 1 or 2's got to be my favorite.
I saw
And Carrie was part of one of them.
another one. I can't
You're
remember.
welcome.
I saw another,
Yep.
like a half of another interview you did. I can't remember what it was though. But yeah, you have some good people on too, man. That's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Like having chatting with Pepper and ranking the series. That's cool.
Kyle, what's your favorite season of AHS?
Well, man, I think I love I love the first season, but I also love I think Asylum and Coven is my favorite too. 'cause
Asylum's
it's
my
damn good.
favorite.
I'm close
It's my
to you,
favorite,
but for me,
Asylum.
it's Murder House and Asylum.
Yeah,
I
Got to
could
be
see
the
that,
first
too.
two.
yeah, the Murder
Kind
House
of
is
went
good.
off the rails after that. No offense to the lady who played Pepper. She's great. But some of the, the clown thing was scary in the 4th season, and then they turned him into a ghost.
They kill him off.
They do stupid shit like that all the time. And
Yeah,
like,
it started to go off. It
Carrie,
started
what's
with
your
Freak
favorite?
Show. Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Brad
Larry?
Pilchek and Ryan Murphy have a different show on Fox called 911, and it's so good. That's their best show. Glee was
I
not.
never saw it.
American Horror Story was not. But 911 is awesome. It's
I
so
gotta check
good.
it out.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie, what's your favorite movie we were just talking about? I have just blanked out.
The show.
Show, yes, American
Oh, yeah,
Horror
movie.
Story. I'm back now.
There's
Checked
so
out. I'm
many
back
good
now.
ones. There's
I
so
know,
many
there
good
are.
ones, but I actually like Hotel, and
I like
Ooh,
Hotel.
controversial. I like it.
yeah,
Hotel.
I like
Awesome.
Lady Gaga, and I like
She did great.
I think his name is Finn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're
Widdock
talking
or
about.
Wittrock or something like that.
Yeah.
Widdock or Wittrock or someone with a W, I think is his name.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's great too.
he's
The
Seems
one-
like
And,
in every season Evan Peters is in, they kind of just diminish his characters after the first one.
They
also.
have. I've noticed that too. I mean,
Mhm.
aside from maybe like, what was it, Mr. Marsh in the hotel?
Yeah.
He was great in that.
And
He
he
had a
was like
great
the
character.
Frankenstein in 3. Yeah, he was a killer in the 4th one. I like that they did that for him. But
Yeah.
the whole Frankenstein thing in 3, and then the flipper thing in the 4th one, or whatever
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, that's
Started getting a little more ridiculous.
Yeah.
Apocalypse was the last season that I
once too when Jessica Lange left the show. That's where it started.
And I love Jessica Lange even before
I
the show.
can't stand Sarah Paulson for some reason. I think it's just her face. She's just got this like, it's like she smells shit. She just smelled shit from the other room, and she can't get it out of her nostrils.
I know people. I know people who don't care for her for similar reasons, like either physical reasons or just her acting. I think she's fine.
She's not a very good actor.
I think she's fine.
It depends on
like it depends on the role she's playing.
She shouldn't have been in Glass. Just saying.
No. You could see her characters throughout each season. Like you could see her perform a great performance and then not too good, and great, and then decent, and like it goes all over the place.
It was good in Asylum when she came in for Asylum for that first season. She was in. I don't know if was she in the first one? I don't think so.
Just a cameo. No. It was just a small role in this.
Right,
at the end of the show.
Yeah. But in the second season when she comes in full hard, like Clea Duvall as her girlfriend. And the whole bloody face thing, and then like at the end, years later with the flash forward, she was great in that. Like that was awesome. I just think they overused her later on, and then like it's just too much.
They did. They relied on her and Evan Peters.
Quantity destroys quality.
I agree.
In some of the later seasons
were rushed. Asylum is to say the least. Asylum is definitely my favorite by a landslide. Like Murder House is right behind it.
They can't stick the ending.
Hotel.
None of them stick the ending. Yeah.
I agree. They don't know how to, just like with Nightmare on Elm Street. I've always said with Nightmare on Elm Street, they don't know how to end a Nightmare movie.
How did that first movie end? What the hell?
The mom says, like, I take away my power from you, and that's how they defeat Freddy. Like, I take away all the energy I gave you, and he just goes away. It's like, oh, all right, whatever. Then
I don't know, my favorite line, though, is, welcome to prime time, bitch.
Yeah, with the TV kill. That's like when he started getting slapstick, but not overboard.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What were you saying?
Oh, I don't remember by this point.
Oh man, my bad.
Oh yeah, but with just Nightmare in general, like from 4 to 6, it's just it's not my series to begin with. Like, what's your favorite, Kyle? Like your favorite Nightmare?
Nightmare. I love the first two because it's Scary Freddy, but I do also love 3, the first 3.
Right.
And then I love Wes Craven's new, and then Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I love.
That's pretty much exactly how I feel.
Yeah. Minus 2. I'm not a big fan of 2. It was a little too weird for me. Just not even the gay stuff. Just like the way the movie was made compared to the first movie.
2 is my favorite in the series. I adore her.
I respect that.
I like 2 because I like Jesse.
I think it has the most. I love Jesse. I think it has the best characters. I think it has the most evil and darkest looking Freddy. I think it has the best line in the series without "You're all my children now" with the fire behind him and stuff at the pool.
It's actually scary. No, it is scary. You're right.
For me, and the practical effects of him ripping out of Jesse is the best practical effects in the series for me.
We can all that was scary. Oh my god, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
I only agree though. Freddy's Dead's the worst one, right?
Oh
yeah. It's 6. Boring as hell.
5 might
and that weird video game controller shit. What the?
The Power Glove.
Are they trying to be cool? Is that what it was?
They were trying to promote the Power Glove from Nintendo. Capitalize on that.
What? When did Freddy Krueger become a mascot?
I guess right in Freddy's Dead when he died.
Is that why they made him a child molester in the remake? Oh, we're gonna make Freddy scary again. He's
Yeah,
not just a child killer. He's a child diddler now.
Such a stupid decision.
It wasn't even Robert Englund's pissed about that.
I'd be too, because it's still kind of, even though it's a different character, it's tainting like the legacy of Freddy. Like,
you know, it upsets me because the director of that, he made the Jesus of Suburbia video for Green Day. Great video, right? But he then went on to make that shitty fucking remake, and I wish that never happened. I pretend it never happened.
Remake was so bad.
It never happened. Except, you know what, Jackie Earle Haley did an all right job.
I mean, you can't.
I loved his performance. It was just the makeup that bothered me.
The makeup, the makeup and the weird CGI, yeah. Yeah, no, he did a good job. I like him as Rorschach too, or Rorschach.
Yeah, he was great
in Watchmen.
That's the only other.
Sad when he died, though. Oof.
I love his small appearance in Shutter Island.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that in the fucking prison. That was so cool.
That's a great movie too. They have
How was your day, Carrie?
Mine? I
didn't
saw
have
the
that
movie Joyride. It was really, really good.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta see it now. You
So
really
there's
like it?
3 movies
was-
called Joyride now, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard another one.
There's the
There's
one
3.
with Tobey Maguire. There's the other one that was the other big hit. I can't remember who's in that. And then there was this new one that Carrie saw. There's been 3 movies called Joyride, all completely different.
Which one are you talking about with Paul Walker and Steve Zahn
Yes.
and Lily Sobieski?
Yes, that's not the one with Toby though. The one with Toby's different. That one sucks. The one with Toby sucks.
Well, the Joyride that I watched is definitely different than the other ones. Far
And-
different.
Who's asked this question? I just had a good question. I think it was Sean. All right. So,
What are your
well,
guys'
somebody- I
thoughts
think-
on remakes?
Most of them don't do it for me, but there's a few that I think are excellent. Or
At
even
least
outdo
there's
the
one
original.
that we can agree on.
Oh,
Which
what?
one?
Chainsaw
Mm-hmm.
Which
And
one?
there's
The remake from 2003.
is excellent.
Oh, is that Michael Bay?
I think he
Produced
produced
it.
on it, right? Yeah, he even directed it.
Yeah,
and all
his
that
name's
as well.
on it.
Yeah,
Platinum
he
Dunes.
produced it.
Yeah.
He that remake is I watch it more often than the original.
It's what a
Even though
remake
I-
should do.
even-
I will
yeah,
say,
exactly. Like
the
that's a
Netflix
perfect
one
example
was
of
bad.
a great remake.
I think it's amazing.
The
It's-
Netflix
wait,
one was
the what?
bad. But that
I don't
bus
care
scene
for
was
as
so
much.
good.
And
I
I'm
grew
sorry,
up
but I
on
like
another
Andrew
one.
Bruniarski as Leatherface.
I don't mind him as Leatherface.
What about the Halloween remake?
Leatherface, the remake. I think Rob Zombie's the remake is all right.
Sorry.
I love H2. There's
I
that
like it
unpopular
because
opinion.
it's original. I like the second one because it's
I
its
just
own
like
thing.
how brutal Michael is in that. Like,
I'd
same
like to
with Curse
take
of
out the
Michael
die
Myers.
thing. When he speaks, I don't like that. But other than that,
Yeah, the speak
Depends
and
on
the
the
white
cut you watch, yeah.
and the white horse
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
like
right.
That too, it's stupid.
yeah.
But I love Curse of Michael Myers. If you took like the producer's cut and the theatrical and mashed them together.
Yeah, minus the whole he fucked his niece to get that baby.
Yeah, that whole part. Yeah,
They could just
basically.
cut that because
The whole
Weinstein also
ending
produced
of
that.
Coincidence.
The hell? Yeah,
It's just crazy.
gross.
Speaking
Great.
of the burning earlier and Nightmare, I had Jack Shoulder, the director of Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Wishmaster 2, The Hidden, Alone in the Dark with Donald Pleasance. I had him on a month and a half, 2 months ago.
That's
Such a
awesome.
great guy.
Did you ask him what it was like to work with Donald Pleasance?
Oh yeah. And Jack Palance too, and this guy's he's retired for years now. I think like over a decade. But this guy's a
That's
vet
so cool.
in the industry. Like he knows a lot. It was just great listening to like his experiences and stuff, and like his wisdom and like experience in the business.
It's
Great,
awesome,
great
man. That's a
guy.
good interview to get.
Yeah, no, he was that was definitely one of my favorites. Man.
Kyle,
Yeah?
don't you have a channel with Steven?
No, not me, but
Oh, I'm thinking of the.
I
Carmine
just guess on his channel though.
Okay, yeah, I've seen your name pop up there before.
Kyle, I think the first time I met you, Kyle, was when you were streaming with Nanette on her channel, and I jumped in chat.
Yeah, I think
And
it was.
I
I think it
that was
was.
the first time we like really like met. Like I said, hey,
We
Yeah, 'cause
definitely follow each other, right?
Yeah, I follow
Okay,
all
I
of
just
you.
want to make sure.
yeah, I follow so many people with this thing.
We've done a couple of streams, right, Kyle?
Oh yeah, we've been in lots,
Yes,
dozens
you
now. and it's going to continue that way. We'll do more streams. So.
Absolutely.
Oh, JT, back to what you were saying about Blair Witch 2. I watched it for the first time last year, and I tried to tell somebody I liked it, and they like gaslighted me. It's
Yeah,
not.
I know.
It's not, if you know the original vision, the
Gaslighted you.
director wanted to act
Exactly.
for it. It's a much better
Exactly.
movie. If you
Exactly.
see it how it really was meant to be, it's a much better movie. It's a
It needs-
psychological thriller. That's what it
A
is.
director's cut for that movie is like in my top 3 wish list of anything horror ever.
If you get him on your podcast, please.
Dude, I've been
Please.
going back and forth with him since November. He's working on a
Please.
project. He said that he's interested. His secretary said get back to him in July.
Please
So I just
ask him.
emailed him a few days ago.
Please ask him to make that, because I guarantee you he can
I'd
get the
kill him.
rights now and do it. And everybody wants it. All he has to
Oh,
do
yeah.
is show the people who own the movie Chris Stuckman's video, and then
Yeah.
good bad flicks video. It's all you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
do. Literally, all those views, all the comments, people want it. People want it.
Oh yeah,
Just like
that's
the
why
Snyder
there's
Cut.
fan edit. You've probably seen a fan edit, right? One of the
No,
fan
I
edits,
haven't.
right? Yeah, the one of the newer ones. I forgot where I got it. It's great. It
But
actually
they
has a
fixed it,
book
right?
in it. It actually has a book in it, so the title makes sense.
I was pissed though when I saw it. I watched it on HBO Max, and they took out the secret of S. Rever.
Yeah, that's right. It's only on the DVD.
Yeah,
Because when I rewatch it too, it's not there.
it sucks. I miss those interactive things. It's like that Black Mirror movie on Netflix where you choose your own adventure. Pretty much.
Yeah.
They
that
did
special
double the
episode.
work for that movie, so we could figure out what the next part. It's like an interactive experience. I like that.
I like Black Mirror in general.
Black Mirror is cool. It's like the new Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
I
Dave,
actually liked the Miley Cyrus one.
I did too. Where she's in the robot. Yeah.
Lola.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, Lola. That's right. Dave says, "What's up, Dave? Evil Dead remake is probably the best one. It's up there for me."
That was some of Miley's best acting, by the way.
Oh, I watched it because I think they compared that episode to what Britney Spears was dealing with, I think.
I mean, you could compare it to what she went through with Hannah Montana also.
True.
She was forced to be a robot by the industry. What? No. It's working. Sorry.
Yeah, Evil Dead.
We've all been having internet issues tonight.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
It's in my top like 3.
We drank almost all that Four Loko.
2000s on. Evil
Chelsea
Dead.
drank almost the whole Four Loko.
You ever see the Maniac remake, Kyle?
No, I haven't actually.
It's a work of art, and it's probably one of my favorite remakes of all time.
I'll have to check it out then.
Oh my god, we said that at the same time, Kyle.
It just happened that way.
It's 99% all from first person camera work. Like you never see Elijah Woods unless he's looking in the mirror, and very few select shots. But all that was a risk in itself, and it's such a beautiful film. The gore is so good that I don't know how they did it. Like half the time. Like,
Can I be honest about this movie?
Yeah, good.
I'm bored.
I guess it was over. We had more fun talking to it.
The sequel's better.
I like the fourth one pretty much on par with the first one. But
I got a message from Steven, by the way.
Oh, what did he say?
Is he joining?
Another one?
He says that he has a lot of people in his room constantly, but he wants me to tell you thank you so much for the invitation.
Oh, yeah, of course. Steven, if you ever see this, we love you. We hope you're doing all right. Always thinking you. So, Kim, yeah, Zodiac.
You can respond.
No, I hit the wrong thing. But yeah, Jeff, all the characters in Book of Shadows, I adore.
All right, I'm going to give a shout out real quick. Shout out to Chili the Bad Man for telling me I'm fucked in the head for not liking Hatchet. Go follow Chili the Bad Man. Chili the Bad Man. Yeah. Listen to his music on SoundCloud. He's a SoundCloud rapper. He's fucking awesome.
That's funny. May, what did you think?
Tell him I gave him a shout out.
May, what did you think? Oh, I hear May's opinion. And movie's a trip. Yeah, it is.
I gave him a shout out. Oh man.
When I first saw the name, oops. I know I said that sometimes.
I'm back.
When I first saw the new Evil Dead, I thought it was going to be a disaster after the title card because there was a lot of odd stuff going on. But I settled into it once shit got evil. Oh, Evil Dead Rise, you mean? Or I thought you meant the remake for a second.
I like the remake.
Even
though Ash wasn't there, it's great.
Excellent.
I haven't seen Rise. Is it good?
It's good. I
liked it. I liked it very much, but I think it's the weakest entry in the franchise.
My personal favorite is the first one.
Right.
It's still bonkers.
I have a controversial opinion about the Evil Dead franchise. My favorite one is number 1.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not 2.
I don't know. Yeah. Cool. But I'm an Evil Dead 2er.
When it comes to Evil Dead, I'm always more on the darker tone for the movies.
Yeah. Like 2, so do you like the first one more than 2, Kyle?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay, I'm glad we agree. That's awesome.
It depends on my mood.
Well, then I'm completely different than how you guys feel then.
Why? Well, you still haven't seen one of them.
Even though I still love
Where's
Evil
Echo
Dead
when we
2.
need
I'm rebelling.
I stream Echo. That's why he's not.
That's
All
right,
right, you know
I
what?
can use my Echo chamber.
I
Love
take
that,
back
Carrie.
what I
I
said
love
about
it.
Hatchet. The
What?
nudity in this movie.
I love
is
that
10
we're
out of 10.
different. Insurgents.
I was gonna say that the remake is actually my favorite.
I do love the remake.
I love Mia.
Mia is such a great cat.
And
Oh,
I love the
shit.
nail scene in the remake too. That nail scene is just with the nail gun. Is
That's
just
what was
crazy.
missing in Rise for me. Scenes like that, like
I
the
liked
pulling
Rise.
the needle out, and her, her whole fucking mouth is chewed away with the glass. All that type of stuff. The chopping her arm off and stuff after her hand gets infected.
I will say though,
Rise didn't have those highs for me, like gore wise.
yeah, that was missing towards the end. But I do love the performance when the mom's possessed. That was
Oh,
an
she's
awesome
phenomenal.
performance though.
Dude, she is just a natural deadite. Like she was like born to play a deadite. Like her facial features are so defined
But,
and sharply defined. It works so well.
But the Evil Dead 2013 remake with the Blood Rain is just phenomenal.
Oh yes, the
And then she
blood
gets a
rain. That was
chainsaw.
so creepy.
That's why I feel too, because it's like, how do you follow that up? And then with it in Rise, with a similar ending, kind of with a chainsaw, it doesn't live up to the remake at all.
That's why I loved when Freddie Alvarez kept the same actress to do Don't Breathe. And
I love her, Jane Levy.
Jane Levy, yeah.
Yeah,
You
Jane
know what?
Levy.
She was in Shameless in the first
Poor
season
girl.
playing Mandy, and then
Oh,
they
that was
recast
her?
her.
Oh,
And then
okay,
they
all right.
recast her in season 2 with
Wow, I
Emma
never
Greenwald.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, though, when they did Evil Dead the game, when they brought me in, they unfortunately didn't get her back because it was due to
I still gotta play it.
miscommunication.
Is it good?
The game?
game?
It's in the Evil Dead spirit. That's where it nails it.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get it.
They just came out with a
I
Texas
forget.
Chainsaw Massacre game, like Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
And we
on
gotta
August
play it.
18th. August 18th.
It's on Game Pass. It's coming to Game Pass.
Yeah, I was one of the lucky ones that got to do the techno test.
Is it fun?
For what,
It's
Texas?
fun, yeah.
Or
Is it like
Texas,
Friday the 13th?
Texas.
That's good.
I think it improved everything for Friday the 13th, especially
Oh,
the
good.
killers. They learned from everything from that game, so it's even
good.
Because
better.
God,
Good. I
that
can't
launch
wait.
was abysmal. The launch.
I kind of skipped. I
and I
skipped
loved
out
the
on the
game.
Friday game. I skipped out on it because I saw how broken it was.
How was what people need to realize?
back to you, Russell.
That was a Kickstarter game. Now
Oh
with
my
guns
God.
over with a good budget.
Yeah.
Okay, so my TV started playing Hatchet 2. I'm like 9 minutes in, and that guy just got his head
Are we just doing
ripped
a
off in
marathon
the
now?
opening scene. All right, Hatchet 2's better. Whoa.
Yeah, the body count
Whoa.
for sure keeps going up with the movie.
Okay, good. Danielle Harris is in this one.
Yep. She's playing.
All right.
She takes over Mary Beth Dunstan. Evil Dead Rise. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's funny because we were gonna do this anyway in a different stream. And my thing's just doing it.
Yeah, that's cool. That does that with me all the time on Tubi, especially. They'll just
This
put on
already
something
looks
that it knows
scarier.
I want to see.
I think the best makeup for Victor Crowley is 3, even though it's just the way he looks.
Three.
He looks
How
the
do you
best
feel
in 3.
about 3?
Tom
3
Holland
my
is in
favorite
this.
series.
3 is the
Tom
his
Holland.
least favorite.
I
just
think he looks
the
great too, but yeah.
3
I
is
can't
my favorite.
Tom
and I love all
Holland
of them.
must be a baby in this, right?
Oh, Danielle Harris.
Spider-Man. Tom Holland is in this movie.
Oh yeah.
He must be a baby in this, dude.
Who? Tom Holland, the director.
Yeah, if he's in Hatchet. No. The guy who plays Spider-Man in No Way Home and Far From Home and Homecoming and the new Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I'm not a Marvel guy or a super.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So the new guy who plays Spider-Man, he's like actually
Yeah.
of the age of like high school Peter Parker when they cast him in like 2016. Hatchet 2 came out what 09? So
Yeah.
like he has to be like a fucking baby, bro. It's fucking funny as
Actually,
shit.
that's actually the director Tom Holland that's in the movie.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Director,
I was gonna say,
director
was this
Child's
dude
Play.
even born yet?
Wow.
Yeah, the Child's Play director. Yeah,
Oh, which Child's
Original.
Play did he direct?
The
original.
Yeah,
I thought Don Mancini
he
made
directed it. He wrote it.
Oh, he
But,
created it. It's just that
yeah,
Tom
created
Holland.
Holland. Yeah, it was director. You know that I told Carrie this the other day. You watch your Arrested Development at all, Kyle? Or you know
What?
Jessica Walter, Arrested Development, the show?
I have seen
Which is-
some.
Yeah, you know Jessica Walter. She was voiced Archer, that show too.
Yeah.
She was originally cast as the voice of Chucky in Child's Play.
What?
And she recorded all the lines and they screen tested it. And they
Thank
thought
God.
they thought that it was missing a little bit of a comedic tone that they were looking for. And Brad Dourif was hired and he came in and redid all the lines.
Brad Dourif owns
I
that film.
never knew that. Like, and I love Child's Play, the whole series. Like, it's in my top 5 horror franchises. I never knew that. That blew my mind. I'd love to hear her lines, like as Chucky though.
Right? Just like
to
Tim
hear
Curry as the Joker for Batman animated series before Mark Hamill was cast. I want to hear
like,
that.
Just to like when you hear those different things that almost happen, just like you kind of I wish I could see that version. Like Gremlins, I always say, as much as I love Gremlins, it was supposed to be so much darker. Like, but Spielberg was the big reason it wasn't producing it because it's such a strong presence as a producer.
Spielberg's a pretty
Dante
dark guy. He doesn't want that connected to him.
Dante wanted it to be a lot darker for Gremlins. I wish I could see that like vision of it.
Are we actually all done the movie now?
What did you say?
Are we actually all done the movie now?
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Yeah,
I'm on Hatchet too.
Actually, 2 is on too.
No, you're.
That came off of me too. They do that. It happened with Ringu like last week too. 2 came on after it.
Nice.
What do you think of Victor Crowley?
Scary.
I mean, the movie. The 4th one's called Victor Crowley.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
What's so genius about Victor Crowley is that Adam Green kept it a secret for that long.
Mm-hmm. And how well they use the budget.
I think it was actually really good.
I love it.
Felissa Rose, Dave Sheridan. What can you go wrong with that?
Felissa Rose's kill is amazing in that.
And I do think that one character is a little tribute to Heather Donahue's character from Blair Witch. Just the way.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, just the way it's portrayed.
And what's the guy's name? The Dylan, the guy. It took me like 2 watches. The comedy was just not hitting for me, and mostly because of that character Dylan. And then like the 3rd time I saw it, I fell in love with it. It was just worked for me out of nowhere. Every time now, I crack up hysterically with Victor Crowley. That movie's so funny. When I'm in a more comic mood and stuff, then like that, I gravitate to my favorite.
Well, when they let Dave Sheridan improvise, he's owned.
Oh yeah, it's just amazing. It's so good. The guy from Impractical Jokers, that show is in it too.
Oh, guess he had to go.
I don't know what happened. Probably pop back up. I got to catch up on show. Phil, if you still haven't seen Hatchet, go watch Hatchet. They have French extremity movies. Who's talking French movies? Let's see what they're talking about.
Hey, Carrie, I can't wait to see your content you got coming up.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Shark.
Well, I'm attempting to do some more bad shark movie commentaries. I'm hoping it's not as bad as Sharks of
You mean
the
you're not gonna rewatch that tonight instead?
No. That was one of the most painful movies I had to get through.
I can
Like
imagine.
the commentary, I had to pause in the middle of it, and I got wine.
Yeah, totally. That's so funny. Look what happened to me with Return to Sleepaway Camp. I like if you watch my early, like it's like a very early video on my channel from over a year ago, and I did the Sleepaway Camp series, which I adore, and the second one is my favorite, on Happy Campers, and I never saw Return to Sleepaway Camp ever since 2008 when it came out because I heard it was atrocious, so I just ignored it. But I'm a completist, and I have to finish something when I start it. So when I start a series, most of the time I gotta finish it. So I finished the 3 of them, and I never saw Return. I said, all right, let's watch and see how bad this actually is. Jesus Christ, man. Like, it is so bad. Like, I was at a loss for words. Like, it was like I felt like I had a meltdown. Like for the video I'm talking about. It is so bad. Like maybe it hit me even worse just because it's part of the Sleepaway Camp franchise. Because I say it in there. I say if it wasn't part of it and it was its own movie, would it still be as atrocious? But then I think, like, yeah, it would. Like it's such a bad movie. I was shocked by how bad that was.
Well, it was really bad because the dialogue was just drawn
Their
out in
dialogue
every
was
scene.
Yeah.
atrocious. Oh, it's so bad. Every
No,
line
I'm
of dialogue.
talking about Sharks of the Corn.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
sure that's true too. 100%.
And
Absolutely.
they kept recycling a lot of Jaws references and names, even because there's
Oh.
somebody in there named Benchley, which, in my opinion, is obviously Peter Benchley, the one that wrote Jaws.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
sure
there's
that was on purpose.
oh yeah.
I won't check it out then. I definitely won't.
Hey, Joe just said,
No,
sorry, guys.
the commentary is far more entertaining
I
than
want
the
you.
actual movie.
I can't. Yeah, I seen you. You got great commentary, Carrie. I always love your content.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So funny. You come out with the funniest things, baby. Yeah, I like high attention too. Now that they're talking about, Sean, I think you know how I feel about it. When I did a video on it a few months ago. The twist is just insanely stupid, and it ruins the whole movie for me.
I don't mind it actually.
I mean, I can get past it and accept it. Like, and then the first time you see it you don't really overthink it, and it does shock you because you don't expect it. So it's good on the first watch. After you know the twist, it makes no sense at all. And then I just think about it the whole film, and it's like, it bothers the hell out of me. Like, because you see like certain things, like you see her in the gas station, and you see the killer's truck, like that starts chasing her car down that she stole. So there's like two cars, and it's caught on the security camera. So there's two cars there, but there's not because it's there. None of it makes sense. It's fucking ridiculous. Martyrs is good. I never saw Frontiers. Have you ever see Frontiers? The French horror film?
I think my brother actually had it, and he kept telling me to watch it, but I never did.
Probably a good decision, knowing the French extreme movies. Mm-hmm. I don't think I saw it like 99%. I've heard of it so much over the years.
Martyrs literally scarred me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. Anytime.
Yeah, it was awesome. You're welcome on my channel too, just so you know.
Thanks. May says, I saw your review of it. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I don't remember what I just said.
I just reviewed. My Psycho 2 review dropped today. So.
Oh, dude, it's one of the best sequels ever made. For me, it's one of the greatest sequels ever made. I did a video on it like a few months ago. I did Psycho 1, Psycho 2. For some reason, I forgot. I just didn't go to 3 and 4. I like 3 a decent amount. 4 is not that great.
I haven't gotten to the sequel yet.
You've never seen Psycho 2?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god. What are we going to do, man? We're going to make you watch it. It's so good.
That's on your list,
you probably are.
It's a perfect example of a sequel that it feels like it fits in the universe, and it feels organic, and it feels like that's what would happen.
And it's like
to Norman afterwards. You know, like it just works so well and feels like it's in the Psycho universe and belongs.
It's a good whodunit too, because you think it's Norman, and it makes you think otherwise.
Mm-hmm. The way they mess with Norman's character in that movie is that you know he's a killer. You know, you've seen the things that he did in the first movie and heard of others. And then you feel for him the whole movie, like pretty much, like, because you see that he's been driven back to crazy, and he's not really doing anything. He's trying to do the right thing.
And that's Perkins's performance.
Oh yeah, he's so good.
Zodiac, I loved the Bates Motel show.
It's an awesome show. Yeah,
it's a great show. I kind of thought it was weird how they killed him at the end, and it's not canon to the movies and stuff. But I don't even remember the fifth season much, honestly. It fell off a little for me there, but the first few seasons were great.
It's just that the Hannibal TV show was great too.
You know, I never saw it. Yeah, when it was coming out, so many people were raving about it. I just never got around to it.
I just watched it not that long ago. I wasn't watching when it came out either. I was like, okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, that's one I just never circled back to. I got to do that. I've been slowly going through the Jeffrey Dahmer with Evan Peters thing on Netflix for like a month now. Like maybe like every week I'll throw in 2 episodes or something.
Perfect role for him to do it.
I thought same thing. I thought, yeah, Evan Peters, great, like perfect for this character, for Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh, what, Inside, Sean? Yeah, Inside's a crazy movie, though. I just did a video on a Serbian film last night for some godly reason. I have no idea why. Well, I know why, because I did audition the day before that, and I was talking. I like this. Did the same thing happen with you, Kyle? Because Karen, I know you don't like words like huge into horror. Like, when did you get into horror movies? Like young?
Oh, very young. It was back in 97, 98. My first movie was The Shining.
Okay, yeah, I was 6.
Another Stephen King movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
And then it just went from there.
Yeah, I was 6 years old and I saw Halloween on TV on Halloween. And I was just like, oh, that's today. And I had no idea what I was in for. But that's what started all. But I said in my video recently for audition, and I've said it a few times, that I feel like I've talked to a lot of horror fans in my life. Especially those of us who start young. You know, you've reached that point after you've seen a lot of the classics that you just seek out the most disturbing horror films there are.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't, but yeah, like a lot of people do that, and I was one of them. And then you hear about the usuals like Cannibal Holocaust and Serbian films, Salo, Human Centipede. Oh yeah, they're all ridiculous movies. Cannibal Holocaust is fantastic. Oh, I love it. Just the score alone is beautiful. Yeah, I get it. I'm cool with that. But I know many people that can't watch it, and that's fine because it is a fucked up movie.
And
but
yet
like
I've
that,
seen Human Centipede.
Yeah, but it was Human Centipede, like the Serbian film.
You've watched any of those movies, but I know what
Serbian film makes.
No, after I watched it, I'm like, can I have my time back?
Yeah. What about The Killer Eye? You love that? That's a full moon movie. Carrie.
No.
You like the Killer Eye?
Yeah.
No, you made me watch that one.
Because it's a fun full moon one.
Of course they're gonna watch it.
It's a big ass eye, but
No.
he is much more rapey eye than Killer Eye. Like this guy used to like molest these women in the whole movie. It's such a weird movie.
You got her to watch that? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Killer Eye. I was like last year, like maybe a few months into the channel, somebody asked me like, do I like full moon pictures? And I said I like to watch some, like Castle Freak. I love, and like because Jeffrey Combs.
You made me watch that one too, by the way.
Well, that was good. That's a great movie though. And then there's a few others, but then Killer Eye was one that they mentioned. I said I haven't seen that movie in like over a decade at least.
Well, I wish it stayed back in the decade.
I know, because I reviewed it back last year. That I said to her like one day, I said, "Let's watch Killer Eye," and she did not like it. Like one bit. Don't torture my. Oh, what did you think? Oh, don't torture duck. Don't torture my duckling. That's one Fulci film I still have not clicked with, and I got to do a video and rewatch it soon and finally settle on how I feel about Don't Torture a Duckling. May is so great. She's mad at me because I put a jump scare in my my video the other night, and it scared her. She was watching at 1 a.m.
Oh.
It was just that's the Wilhelm scream loud with the poster of Ichi the Killer, like, and it just popped up real fast. I knew I'd get somebody. You see any? What have you both seen recently besides what you saw today, Carrie? With Joyride, like horror wise, what's the most recent horror films you guys have seen?
I've been mostly watching shark movies, so.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I don't. Well, hold on.
Like the masterpiece of the corn.
Oh yeah, it's very much a masterpiece. Watching rubber sharks, go through the cornfield.
Have you guys watched Play Dead? It's the one that went under the radar for me. I didn't know it just came out recently, not that long ago. It's Play Dead. It's the one with Jerry O'Connell. And it's got the girl from Strangers Pray at Night, the sister.
Oh wait, I've heard of it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a really good one.
I gotta check it out. I've noticed there hasn't been a lot of like big horror releases.
It's just one of those ones that went under the radar, and I thought, well, this is really good.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I usually go on I have a few websites and like Pirate Bay, but like other ones that like just for streaming, and they'll sort it by release and stuff. So every week or two I'll check it and see like what's come out that I haven't seen. But lately, the last month or two, it seems like we're not getting too much horror, like mainstream, especially. Like she started off good in January with Megan, like blew the box office up.
And of course, Scream 6.
And then that, and you got Jeepers Creepers.
Evil Dead Rise.
Halloween ends last year, and then you had the terrible
He
Jeepers
turned
Creepers.
into a robot.
Robot there for a second. You got
Yeah,
possessed by a robot.
Now we're getting The Exorcist. Now, how do you feel about the Exorcist trilogy with David Gordon Green? You think he's going to do a good job or what?
Cautious. Just gotta go there open mind just to see.
Oh yeah, I'll still see it for sure. I have no expectation.
I don't know how you can even do to capture the magic like the original Exorcist did.
No. I still say that to this day, I think The Exorcist, no film has beat it in demon possession makeup and sounds and all that.
I'm more excited for Saw 10 than Exorcist.
I am too. I love Saw. Saw is like another one of my top franchises. Love it, and I can't wait to see what they do. I don't know. I go into all movies blind. That's why I don't do trailer reactions. I don't want to know anything. So I have no idea how they're bringing the people back, anything like that.
I only do trailer reactions to certain films because, especially like Dylan's New Nightmare, I had to, and then
I can see that though. Yeah, like if it's a movie that like you don't care being spoiled a little bit for them, then it's different.
And just to let people know about it because Dylan's New Nightmare, I think, it's gonna blow the roof off on YouTube. Dave McRae, I think he's gonna nail it as Freddy. Especially I seen his Mad Monster reveal. Amazing makeup. So.
Hopefully, I mean anything is better than.
And they got Miko Hughes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's promising then. Like so far with that bit of information.
Because it's been 13 years since we had anything Nightmare. So
and longer since anything good Nightmare. That remake is so bad. The best part about that remake for me, like I said, I confirmed it on the rewatch when I covered the series, is that the song of the Everly Brothers at the end. That's brilliant. Like just using dream at the end for a Nightmare film, excellent. That's the best part of the movie for me. And you got to watch through the whole movie before you hear it. It's so bad.
Right.
That's like Texas Chainsaw, I think, is the best of the major slasher franchise remakes. That's the worst Nightmare, like by far. Like just not good.
Yeah, and that's why I loved what John Carpenter did his own The Thing. So
it's my favorite film of all time.
I don't like the prequel, but
that's
2011.
It's a shame what happened with the CGI with it.
And the Fog remake, well, we won't talk about that.
I don't even think I saw the Fog remake. I had a desire to. I definitely didn't see it.
I think I saw it when it first came out.
I saw the other night, Prom Night, the remake. It just came
I still like it. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, I know. It's so
I enjoy the Prom remake from 2009.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's some good things. Like
I think it's cool that the Myers House appears in that scene there.
Yeah, that is one
part.
thing I'll give it. Yeah, I noticed that. That's one good thing I'll give. And Brittany Snow is great. Like I didn't remember seeing her in that because when I saw Would You Rather with Jeffrey Combs, I love that movie.
It didn't click to me. It was the same Brittany Snow and X at first.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Is like how far she's come from like Prom Night, since that movie. Because then when 2012 came is when I saw her in Would You Rather, and I couldn't remember her being in Prom Night. Like I didn't know her like as an actress really well. She was just starting off, and then when now X, just that level of being able to be in that type of film, that great of a fucking movie. Good for her. Like, and
she's one of my favorite characters.
She's amazing as an actress.
And she gets eaten by the alligator.
I don't like blonde. Where did X and Pearl rank for you last year, Kyle? Like top of the top part.
Man, there was some 2022
there were some great movies there, right?
2022 year was an amazing year for movies in general, but horror for sure. I had X. I loved X, Pearl, Black Phone, which I did a watch party with Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
I just recently watched.
We both think he worked at a fast food place. That's no death of that.
I still have that meme.
I just watched it because I slept on it all last year. I'm not.
And she had a big and she had a big hand behind him. Remember?
Yes, I had the background of Black Phone, and the way that his hand was, it looked like it was right behind me, like grabbing me.
I didn't care for the movie that much. It's fine.
And yes, Mayan, Playdead is good. I enjoyed it.
I'm not gonna lie.
I already typed that into my notes so I can remember it. I gotta check that out.
Black Phone was kind of like triggering for me, so I don't know if I could ever watch that one again.
I can see that.
You know, in the opening credits, you know, the opening theme was quite something. I'm like, what are we getting into?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember it.
It's a good movie. It's not, but
like Barbarian, it's kind of the same.
Now
for me.
that needs a Blu-ray release.
Yeah,
for some people,
that it sucks, man. That I wish I had more physical media. I don't have any physical media anymore. Like once the things went digital, like I'm
always gonna be a physical media fan.
And I know, it's like because I always keep wishing and shit. Like I wish I had this movie on Blu-ray or something. I wish I had this. I gotta get back into it eventually. Like I got maybe like 10 horror like DVDs or Blu-rays.
And Sinister was really good. The one Zodiac mentioned. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, Sinister. That's another one that I'm on. I think it's Ethan Hawke. It's a link between a lot of these.
Yeah, because
I don't dislike him, but he's not like a actor I clamor or I'm happy to see. I'm neutral with him.
I love Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke is great when he's in the right role.
He's given some exactly. I was gonna say he's given some great performances. I
loved him in Train Day.
Very uneven for me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Denzel Washington, Train Day. I liked him in that.
I haven't seen that in forever. That's right.
That's how I got it. In Reality Bites.
That's a good movie.
I haven't seen Reality Bites probably since it came out, or since I saw
loved that movie.
That was a one time. May doesn't like Black Phone either.
Sinister, I would say, has a crazy ending. I'm like, whoa.
That's one thing I'll give Sinister, that the ending and the visual imagery throughout it's great. The atmosphere is great, and all the just disturbing visuals we get with the films that he watches and everything like that. All of that is great.
And that monster, that creature, yeah,
cool. Yeah, he's a cool ass demon. I should rewatch this movie actually, because I always say that I don't care for it too much, but then I think about it. I'm like, no, that's cool. It's good too. Actually, a lot of that's good. I should do a video on that. Made in like Black Phone. Zodiac said it was like NyQuil.
I'm right there with you, May.
Sinister's so much better than Black Phone. I'd agree with that for sure. Sinister was better than Black Phone. What do you think of Sinister 2?
I didn't care for it. I still think the first one's better. Yeah, I do agree. Sinister is better than Black Phone, even though Black Phone is still good. Sinister was still.
I don't remember it.
Better. Yeah, I don't even remember much of the second one of the sequel to Sinister. I remember the cop was back around. He was trying to help the wife of Ethan Hawke or something like that, and the kid. That's like all I remember.
Cocaine Bear, man. That's funny.
Cocaine Bear was.
What made me laugh is the ambulance scene when he. Remember that?
Yeah,
scene?
Yeah.
Over the...
I was having a good time with that movie. I mean, what else do you expect? It's called.
Well, they had to do that because how they're supposed to make a movie based on true story. Because the opening is the true part. Everything else they had to just.
Yeah. Echo was constantly talking about the true story and that we just fell to the ground and died, and then the bear just ate some of the coke and died.
And then died.
Yeah. He didn't go on a murderous rampage. But you got to start the true story somewhere, right? Like, just to start off. But I had fun with it. I mean, it's a stupid ass movie that the title and everything would make you think it is and expect. And I had fun with it. I'll never watch it again, probably. But it was a fun movie. Cocaine Shark is something I just have no interest in ever seeing. People keep like a friend sends me movies by email sometimes. He sent me, I see Cocaine Shark sitting there. I'm like, no way.
Cocaine Raccoon, they're supposed to be.
Yeah, right. That's just all drug names for different animals. You just have a whole like creature-filled forest just with substances everywhere, and new movies installment like every year. Fucking ridiculous how they do that. Like the Z-grade movies, like there's almost no budget like on some of them. Tubi has a ton of those movies.
When we're speaking about interviews, I get to interview. Do you remember, Carrie? I get to interview David Howard Fortin last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm jealous. I
I remember
Mud
that.
the
I
Clown.
had Steve Martin on. I had the executive producer.
And I should have mentioned this when he was on.
I gotta watch your interview.
I should have mentioned this when he was on, when he mentioned Friday the 13th Part 6. I interviewed Tom McLaughlin, the director. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My boy Gareth at Video Tasties had him on. So he had Jack Shoulder on too before I had him on. I got the info from him, his contact info. I love Gareth. He's awesome.
I'm working on getting Tom Matthews on. So,
Okay, that would be cool to have him on.
Yeah.
He's my favorite version of Tommy.
and he's in one of my favorite zombie movies, Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of the series. I think we talked about this on the live stream. I got to rewatch the first 3. Like, really, like, no distractions, and just, like, watch 1 through 3, and just, like, real, like, you know how, like, from doing a channel now, you look at things a lot more analytically. Like, now that thinking, like, in that mind state, I got to rewatch those 3, because they never did much for me, though.
Especially if you really analyze it.
Yeah, and I have a problem where I overanalyze fucking everything. Weekend at Cocaine Bear.
Instead of Weekend at Bernie's.
That's so funny. Imagine they're just carrying around this dead, coked out bear that died. And they're trying to make it look like he's alive, but there's no reason that makes sense at all either, because why would the bear be hugging people and walking around? See, that's the overanalyzing stuff I'm talking about.
I just pictured that.
That's so funny. Yeah, the mental image that brought Sean was great. That cocaine. That cocaine word really does make everything more funny. It does.
Man.
Hey, Val.
What's the movie you're looking forward, Carrie, that's coming out?
I know Maxine. We're not getting. Oh, no, you said
I did not know that your name was Carrie.
I know. I was reading chat, so
I was asking her, not you.
No, I know. I was scrolling through chat, and I was like, "Who are you?" I was like, "I didn't know." So I'll just...
All good.
What was yours?
I guess I'm a little excited to see Wonka.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, now I'm on. All right, good. Yeah, something is weird. Like when I don't like streaming with the laptop charger plugged in, because for some reason, like if I'm streaming on battery and then it gets low and I plug the charger in, it freezes me up on StreamYard for like a minute and a half. I gotta go out and I gotta come back in. So for some reason, I have the charger in now. I was like always weary. It's like, all right, it's acting up now, but it's been all right so far.
There was a slight delay.
How are you, Val? The general is here.
Well, I do have other movies, but I didn't know if I had a time limit on how long I could actually talk.
You have a 0 time. What? Meaning
Talk,
unlimited.
Carrie.
Unlimited time.
No, I'm excited for all the movies that you guys are probably excited for. Saw 10. Saw X, I meant.
Yeah, because it's cool. Tobin Bell and
Shawnee Smith.
What?
I don't know how they're bringing her back.
You know, that's why they should never kill them off in the first place.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people stop liking the movies after the 3rd film. Like I hear that constantly. Like I like Saw up to 3 or 4, and then I don't like it after that. I hear that a lot. I love all the original 7. It's great.
It was a tradition every year at that point.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Just the theater going experience with it. It was just like something to look forward to every year, like around Halloween time. It was like an event, like you said. There's one movie I would not watch for the life of me called Dead Awake. It looks low budget, but that's not the issue. I feel like it would trigger the hell out of me. Well, don't watch a Serbian film. That's worse, I guess. Russell Cocaine Bear is fun. The movie is fun. I don't know if a coked out bear would be fun to hang with.
No.
Right? I'd assume the answer would always be no in any circumstance.
That's why I don't know why I don't know why they made a Winnie the Pooh slasher. That's what made me shake my head.
I had a decent time with that one. Like I took it for what it was and just
same here. It's just like
the kills surprised me that how graphic the goring was good and stuff for some of the kills. There's no everything else, no character development. I didn't even know which girl from the other. Like they all.
Yeah, that's what I just went to an open mind. Just had fun with the kills.
Oh, I had a lot of fun with it. I had a few friends of mine too with the same thing. And
but when I first read, I'm like, "What?" When they were first doing, I'm like,
"Yeah,
am I reading this right? What?"
Oh, over the top.
This is
bad. Like that movie got so hated on, like way more than it ever would deserve. Like I know people said the same thing, that they would say they like it. And they would, how the hell did you like that? Like it's the same with Halloween Ends. Like when that happens, like Twitter. If you're on Twitter, like the day after that movie came out,
off
it was
Twitter.
War zone, yeah. For like 2 weeks, it was just a wars of people threatening other people.
If someone likes it, they like it. They don't like it. That's
yeah,
fine.
exactly.
Someone's doing for hating a film I don't like, or or the other way around.
That's what makes the world go round. That's what makes doing this and discussing art and film and any music interesting, because we all like different things.
I'm not gonna be like, what?
I mean, I'd be like, you love that movie, but then I respect it, but I wouldn't be able to like understand it. Like certain movies, like Black Christmas, the remake from 2019. I've never heard anyone defend that movie.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I didn't even have a desire to watch 2019. I just think there's no Black Christmas.
Dude, don't even, dude. It's one of the worst films that I've seen in 20 years, maybe. Like it was that bad, so bad. And the propaganda is the whole movie. It's just that men are all evil and rapists and they're murderers and shoved down your throat the whole movie. Like terrible.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with Black Christmas at all. Like it's like a small, tiny, maybe homage thrown in there, but where the story goes to, it's ridiculous.
I tried to watch that one. It wasn't good at all.
It definitely wasn't, Gary.
So bad. It says, I'm getting murdered with notification now. What is that? I don't know what that means, but yeah.
I do like the Dawn of the Dead remake because I think
I love it.
I think Running Zombies is scarier. But I do appreciate the original.
That's an interesting conversation too. I love talking about that, like zombie speed. I've always preferred the Romero slow zombie, but they are scary as shit. Those fast ones, don't get me wrong. Just something about like the whole idea of just being so slow and then still catching up to you.
I still love the Romero
slowly apart.
ones, yeah.
It's like that's scary shit if you put yourself in that mind state.
My favorite I do love Night of the Living Dead and Dawn, but my favorite is Day of the Dead. I love it.
Hell yeah, brother! It's my favorite. It's my top 5 film of all time.
Because it gives you a character depth that's so satisfying.
Oh, it's so good, and I know people. I can see why people don't like Day as much or don't like it at all. It's very dialogue heavy. It's very atmosphere driven. It's basically you're seeing these groups of people that clashing, not communicating at all because of biases and shit going on in the world. It focuses on that a lot, but I love that about it. But I can see people being bored with that, and I've heard people say it's boring. I don't agree, and the special effects are absolutely amazing. Like the ending 20 minutes of Day of the Dead is just some of the best in film for me.
And another underrated slasher, and Carrie can agree, is Valentine.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Sean just watched it.
One of my top faves.
In February, I think, right, Sean? Yeah, and we both liked it like to begin with, but like when we watched it on that watch party, Sean, remember we were like blown away by the lighting, especially. We kept like looking at the lighting, saying the lighting is great.
It has some of the best deaths. I mean,
and I love what Scream Factory do with it.
Like that's one of the few post-Scream slashers that I really like. Like Valentine.
And I'm sorry, but I love the Cupid mask.
It is great, yeah.
It's very reminiscent of Alice, Sweet Alice for me, but it works. It's great. It's like a fat baby.
And the twist I did not see coming because I was just not knowing anything. And I thought, what?
It's a very well-made,
fantastic twist.
Urban Legend, I think.
And the soundtrack is awesome too.
I do love Urban.
Not bad.
Oh yeah, Urban Legend's good too.
See, I'm mixed on it. I don't really care for it, but
I love Urban Legend.
I like it much more than like I Know What You Did Last Summer and its sequels and the Scream sequels and all those other movies that came in ushered by Scream. Urban Legend, I think, is one of the better ones. But then, what was the director's name? Because he did Valentine afterwards. He perfected everything he was trying to do for me in Urban Legend.
Well, I knew that Jimmy Banks is the one that directed Valentine.
So yeah, him. It's the same guy who did Urban Legend. But
Jamie
makes
Banks.
sense.
Sorry,
Jamie
Jamie
Banks.
Banks.
Yeah. I knew it was something Banks, right?
Mayann's awesome.
That was funny. Yeah, we're not.
In the chat. Oh man.
I'm like backed up on chat now.
Yeah, because the Screen Factory did stuff awesome with Valentine's. I have the Blu-ray behind me.
How is it? The lighting's got to look great because, like I said, we really noticed the lighting was great in that movie on the rewatch we did. I don't know what transfer it was that we were watching. I forget if it was on Tubi, but whatever transfer it was, it looked great.
Yeah, that's why I love when Screen Factory takes a movie and does stuff with it.
Oh, I love how just them and Arrow and everything. Like some of the slasher films from the '80s that like were not known, were like very obscure until they started releasing them, like Blood Rage, The Mutilator, all those lower tier slasher films. They didn't get like physical releases since like VHS. Some of them until Arrow and Screen Factory and stuff came around and released them. Don't Go in the House from '79 is another one. Like what they've been doing is excellent, bringing these old movies back and cleaning them up like very well too.
Yeah.
What am I most excited for? I don't even know that's what I mean. I don't like any like spoilers of anything. I don't even know what's coming out, like because I don't like look up horror news and stuff to avoid spoilers. But Maxine, I don't think we get until next year. It's in pre-production.
Well, I'm excited for that anyway.
That is like in my top, like looking forward for that movie for sure. If he makes that film even close to the quality of X and Pearl, it's one of the greatest trilogies.
Because how often do we get a trilogy in a whole year?
Right, like never. Like and at that quality, like both Pearl is number one of my horror films last year, and X was number two. Like they were basically tied. I couldn't pick one over the other, but Pearl got the edge just for the monologue alone with Mia Goth, let alone the whole film for her acting. But what great movies! Ty West has always been great.
Oh yeah,
I love that he's actually getting a better and better reputation, and more people want him to work for him to make movies and stuff. He deserves all that. He's a damn good director. Oh wait, that's what I wanted to read her about a Serbian film. Hey, you saw a Serbian film? There's no way. There's something I gotta scroll through these comments because I don't know why I watched that again last night. The other night, whatever it was. Oh yeah, someone made me watch that Serbian movie when I started getting into horror back in 2014. I puked for real and couldn't sleep for a while. Oh, that's terrible, man. I'm sorry. No one should like you. May, you know me. It's me, and I even put a trigger warning on the thumbnail and the title, just because of how messed up that movie is. Like, oh, that movie is probably the most disturbing film I've ever seen. Crazy stuff. Val just loved.
Oh, it's always a great chat. We always have a great live chat here, Sean. It's always awesome.
Oh yeah,
in all our streams, we do.
Chat are amazing. The whole community we have is just unreal. Like I feel so blessed that we have so many amazing, talented.
Well, I'm blessed to meet you too. So
yeah, exactly. You too, man. Like everyone that we have in one location, quote unquote, our little slice of YouTube of the horror community is just you would have never expected it. And that was like the biggest thing that blew me away doing this.
How did we
never seen that.
Carrie, how did we meet? How did we meet?
Was it through Craven?
I think it was through Craven or Katie, one of the two.
Maybe it was Katie.
Yeah,
I know.
But either way, I was blessed to meet you, Carrie. It's been.
Oh well, it continues.
Yes. It continues.
It is always a blessing to know Carrie. It should be a blessing for anybody to know Carrie. I didn't even see the Forsaken Zodiac says. Oh yeah. Why can't I think of the year. Haven't seen it forever. It's a good movie though. So yeah.
Oh, you're more than welcome, Val.
I
I
was just
will
reading that and how
praise
I-
that movie until
Oh, Valentine? Yeah, it's great.
that's like one of my ultimate favorite
Well, I'm glad that
slashers.
I got you to watch Creep, which is my favorite found footage movie.
Mm-hmm.
You seen Creep, Kyle?
Oh, which one? Which creep?
When Mark Duplass, the found footage movie.
Not the creep that's over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
funny. No, but I have seen the movie.
What do you think of it? I made Carrie watch it recently because she never saw it.
What did she think of it?
I loved
Yeah.
it.
I love that movie so much. My favorite found footage film.
I'm trying to
Just 'cause
remember,
of
but I do
Duplass's
remember I
performance.
enjoyed it too. But yeah.
Mark Duplass's performance is unreal in that and the sequel. For me,
Some
it's the
people
best.
seem to like the
best
sequel
performance.
better, but I like it.
I've
I
seen
like
that.
them both equally.
I do.
Same
too.
here.
They're like companion pieces. They're perfect.
Mhm.
Kind of like X and Pearl.
Yeah.
Like they're just perfect pieces. Like
Yeah, they're
for each
both
other.
good, and they're all both good on their own movie. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
it's
have
not like you
different
need one. It's not like you have to watch both to like really appreciate anything. They stand tall on their own.
And
Completely.
that's how a church should do. Instead of just copying each other.
Yeah,
It's totally different.
exactly. Like we're going back to Psycho 2. It's perfect.
I did
Creep is on
too
my
laugh,
watch.
show.
I return the gem. It was always.
That creep up there.
Yeah, she's funny.
And Sean, I think I think I did either a review to New Hope or what was a Star Wars review anyway. Either way, Sean, yeah. That you met me at first.
Creep is on May's watch list. Well, make it off your watch list and onto your TV, May. And yes, Forsaken. They're talking about.
Have you all seen Trick? It's with.
I heard it, and I have not seen it.
It's a good movie, and it has Jamie Kennedy in it. It's a good slasher film. It's also got Tom Atkins. So.
Yeah, well, sign me up. Anything with Tom.
It's a slash film I recommend. It's from 2019.
Did it thrill you?
Check it out. What's it called again?
Trick. I enjoy.
Did it thrill you?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, Gary.
That's funny. Yeah, anything slasher, I'll check out once, like, for the most part. There's like, what's that one movie that was so hated? Came out like in the 2010s, and it had like every horror icon you can imagine, and it was a terrible movie. I never saw it myself, but like it had Kane Hodder, it had T. Wallace, it had like it goes.
Are we
on
talking
and
about
on
Death
and on.
House? Are we talking
Death
about
House?
Death
That's yes.
Well, if
I never
Toby
saw
Hooper was still alive, that film would have been
Mm.
totally different. It would have been the actual Expendables.
I know that. Yeah,
He
I know
got-
that he obviously wasn't allowed to do it, but the way
Once-
it turned out is terrible, right? Like, I
Yeah,
never saw
yeah.
it.
Because once he passed away, they changed the script, and then Harrison. I don't know. His direction was terrible, but
What a waste of so much talent.
yeah, I was like, I wonder what it could have been. Not Toby Hooper. What?
Right.
Not. It was Gunnar
not the
Hansen that was
director.
doing it. It was Gunnar Hansen that was doing it.
Oh yeah.
He was bringing all of them
Interesting.
together in his script, and then they changed it. So if
Damn.
Gunnar got to do it, it would have been more awesome than what it
Yeah,
was.
There's so many people in there, so many iconic horror
It's-
actors and actresses.
The way he was gonna write it, the original Leatherface was writing it. It would have been totally different and better, but they changed it once he passed, and didn't ended up what he wanted. So
It's kind of like how we have in limbo with American Nightmare, American Massacre, All American Massacre. You ever hear that one? They lost.
yes,
Sequel
Yeah.
to Texas Chainsaw 2.
yeah. Bill
That's a
Mosey
shame.
explained it in an interview.
Yeah.
It would have been awesome. Hopefully, it makes the light someday, but
Yeah.
you never know.
I hope so. There's a documentary on it actually on Tubi. I saw it maybe like 2 months ago or so. The guy was trying to track down like any copies. And he ended up talking to one of the actors in the film, and he said that most of it was filmed and everything, but they were like kind of thinking maybe that because it was Hooper's son who directed it, maybe he's not happy with it. And he wanted to do please his dad with a great film. It didn't work out. There's so many theories of what happened to that movie, but it exists somewhere. Like it's been filmed. So like maybe one day we can finally see that.
Yeah, because it has the hitchhiker and Chop Top interacting with hitchhiker.
Right? Wouldn't that be awesome to see? To see the hitchhiker and just to see Chop Top again as Chop Top alone would be awesome.
Chop Top is what made Bill Mosey's career, what kicked it off. Absolutely. And then he got Otis, and there you go.
And, I mean, a lot of people owe Rob Zombie a decent amount for revitalizing their careers.
It did to Sid Haig too.
Sid Haig, yeah. Same with Ken Foree. Same with Karen Black. I mean, she was only announced with Thousand Corpses.
Unfortunately,
he knew how to cast and get our icons.
Yeah,
our performance is terrible though. It's so over the top, and that's my favorite zombie film, and I love that movie. But that
was Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, I love it. I have a lot of nostalgia with it. It was just this. I'll just say the mind state I was in with friends when we watched it 3 times when it came out. I then saw it regularly. And
it was supposed to come out in 2000, but they got shifted around before Lionsgate picked them up.
That's why I didn't see it when it came out, because I totally forgot about it. I was looking forward to it. I said, "Oh, Rob Zombie's making a horror movie. Like, that sounds great." And then it just came out, and I totally forgot, and then I saw it a year later. Loved it.
What about you, Carrie?
Yeah, how do you feel about House of a Thousand Corpses?
I don't think I've
or Zombie in general. You've never seen the House? Have you ever seen Devil's Rejects?
Yes, I have seen Devil's Rejects. It's not bad.
I think it's his best film. It's not my favorite Houses, but I think that's his best movie. Devil's Rejects. I just rewatched Lords of Salem. Kyle, how do you feel about that movie? You ever see Lords of Salem?
I have. I think I appreciate what he was trying to do with it, because it was totally something different. And
that's pretty much where I landed on my.
It's a messed up film, but I enjoyed it the first watch. But it's different.
I thought it was very ambitious, but could have been executed so much better.
There was so much better stuff. There were so many elements that could have been much better. I was just to say that.
I just rewatched the video like last week on it, but it it went up for me a decent amount. Like there's some great camera work, some great visuals, some great lighting, and all of that. Like there's some good stuff in there. It's just like the story is just, I feel like it's not tight enough to carry the film. And all of the ambitious stuff he was trying to do and different stuff he was trying to do.
It was dark, I would say that.
Yeah, oh yeah. It has a great atmosphere and mood, like for sure. And it's probably the one zombie film that doesn't have like fucking cursing rednecks all over the place with every character. Like,
no, it felt like a more grounded horror film for him.
Yeah, like
but still his style, of course.
Yeah, it's very Shining. It's very Shining-esque. Actually, on this last rewatch, I was picking up a lot of Shining vibes, and it makes sense. I mean, it's like Tarantino. Like Zombie throws his influences in all his films. Same as Tarantino. Like we'll take exact like shots or the whistle from Kill Bill 2. The woo, 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 woo. I can't whistle, that's why I'm saying it. That iconic whistle was from an old horror movie. Well, I can't think of the name, something Nerve or something. But yeah, they love showing their influences, which is a good thing if you can hide it well. Like if it's too blatant on, like, oh, this is so obviously like inspired by this and this and this and has no originality, then it's not good. Why are you the worst horror fan ever made? We have to figure that out. That's Zodiac. May, why are you the worst horror fan ever? Let's discuss. This is JT's Horror Discussions. We can discuss anything. Correlation made with the show. Yeah, it's very Shining, like very Kubrick feeling. A lot of the shots too, like definitely his Shining. You know, like Fulci as Manhattan Baby is pretty much like his Exorcist, and Poltergeist kind of mixed, even though Poltergeist came out like late that year. But Fulci's Enigma is like his Carrie. Like there's a lot of films that just it's like that director's this movie. That would be like Lords of Salem for Zombie. That's his Shining.
Right.
Val Possession's a great one. That's a great movie. With Sam Neill, Val, right? And the chick, I can't think of her name. All right.
So.
All right, guys. I think we'll call it here. This is fun, man. I'm glad you were able to hop on, man.
Thank you. I always love joining you guys. We had an awesome
yeah,
top
absolutely,
10 with
man.
Craven the other night.
We got to do
week
something
ago.
real soon, man. Well, I'm open whenever. You got free invite. Come on whenever you want.
And you guys are always invited on mine when you're able to, of course.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
I always love streaming with you, JT. I always love streaming with Carrie. It's always fun.
Oh, it's a blast. We'll do it more often for sure. I've talked to Knight recently. We're going to do a stream next week of the Saw franchise retrospective and Saw 10 predictions. So that I'm excited for to talk because he's a big Saw fan too, Knight. So that'll be a
Carrie,
lot of
if
fun.
you want to do like a Matthew Lillard type watch party, let me know.
I'm cool with Lillard. Like, even though I don't like Scream, I love Lillard.
Yeah.
Choose
your movie.
You have to watch Dish Dogs.
Dish Dogs?
Okay, yeah.
It's a movie. It's a movie that not a lot of people know that Matthew Lillard is in with Sean Astin and Brian Dennehy.
Oh, Brian Dennehy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Brian Dennehy. South Park episode. Pretty sure. And yeah, that's right. Sam Neill is in possession. Sam Neill is such a great actor. I have always loved him. Like for the Omen 3 and Possession and In the Mouth of Madness. So many people, like you said, just the Jurassic Park guy. Like it's like, no, man, the Jurassic Park guy, he was in so many great things. But all right, I'm gonna call it a night. I know Carrie, you didn't sleep much either at all. I didn't sleep last night at all. But thanks to everyone in the chat for hanging out. Always a pleasure. I'll try to do a mystery spoiler discussion like Friday, maybe. I'm thinking. Yeah, I've been slacking on them lately, but I'll get one out so that we can pick a random movie and scare May off again. But you want to plug anything going on in your channel, Kyle, this week? Let people know here. Same with you, Carrie.
I already mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I'll mention it again.
Yeah. And if you guys, anyone's not subscribed to Kyle here, please go over and subscribe.
Friday night's my stream with Naomi Grossman. Like I said,
that
ranking all the seasons.
I will be there 100%. That's
and then
awesome, man.
I'm going to be on I Shot Him 6 Times, Marcus's channel, for a Conjuring watch party on Saturday. So,
nice. Any news on Conjuring 3 and when it's supposed to come out or anything like that?
Conjuring 4, it's supposed.
It's called The Conjuring 3, isn't it? But it's really the fourth one.
Yeah,
unless it's a working title, I don't know.
It's supposed to come out
maybe
next year.
The third one actually was only called Devil Made Me Do It.
That's what, so that I think they're calling it The Conjuring 3 this one, which is it gets confusing. But I didn't care for The Devil Made Me Do It.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either. I wish you can miss when anything to James Wan, it misses James Wan directing the first two.
Yeah. I mean,
Annabelle did it.
You can tell
Annabelle Creation is the only. I love the first two Conjurings. I like the second one the most, and then Annabelle Creation. That's it, basically. Annabelle Comes Home is all right. All the other Conjuring verse movies, or whatever, it's terrible. Like The Nun. I can't believe that's getting a sequel. The Nun 2, terrible. Let me read May's thing real fast before we end it here. Jam, no longer supporting your reviews past midnight show. What if I promise I won't put a jump scare in the video ever again? Because I've never done that before anyway. But it was too perfect. I was staring at Ichi the Killer, the poster, and I was like, and the Wilhelm scream file right next to it. I said I have to do it. I was talking about a jump scare in the movie, in the video. I said it's perfect. So I'm glad that it worked.
It doesn't help too. It's at midnight and you said jump scare to her.
Yeah, I know, right? That's funny. Carrie, anything? Tell them what's going on your channel. Sharks, and hopefully better sharks than the corn.
Yeah.
Sharks and sharks. There you go.
Go watch Carrie's channel, Sharks and Sharks.
I'm sure almost everyone here is subscribed to all of us. But
and she does phenomenal content anyway. So.
Yeah, she does.
Thank you.
Amazing with shorts, too. Like, I wish I could do shorts like that. I can't talk less than a minute about anything.
Yeah. Oh, there's times when I have to edit it and cut some stuff out. Trust me.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, 60
seconds. I loved when Scream 6 came out, Carrie, and you did your first video. You said, I'm not going to tell you yet, but we're going to get into it though. Oh yeah, that was awesome.
I can just picture her saying that.
That was probably the video that Knight said he kept rewinding it because he likes the way that I do the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what the Kool-Aid thing. I love the Kool-Aid guy. Oh yeah. Conjuring 2A. Yeah, Zodiac. I prefer Conjuring 2. Let's see. Take care,
both.
Sean. Yeah, I like both of them. And I know
Conjuring.
you love what's her name? Why am I blanking on her name, babe?
What, Lily Taylor?
Yeah, that's it, Lily Taylor. I know you love her, so she's
Yes,
great.
because I love The Haunting.
Yes, indeed. All right, Sean, take care, man. You, me, and Keith have to talk in the morning just to pick a movie for our stream tomorrow night. So we'll talk tomorrow. And Ginger is back, and we are leaving. So goodbye, Ginger. Love you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye and bye.
He says no. He almost killed her. Hello, bye, Ginger. Russell, take care, man. May, love you. Take care. Val, love you too. Take care, everybody. I love you all. And everyone have a good night and a Merry Christmas. Oh, wait, it's not Christmas. We're going all fly.
Christmas in July.
Yeah, right. All right, everyone. Take care.
Good night, everyone.
Guys. I'll just end the live.